It's the Imperial Vending Red Raven pregame show here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Shea Neal with you here. We'll be joined by Chris Freund momentarily. Big-time doubleheader today at Nellis Hall with the Cowley Tigers in town to take on your Red Ravens, and we've got a doubleheader that you're not going to want to miss. On the women's side, Cowley comes in 9-3 and a big-time competitor in this conference. They'll take on a 9-2 Lady Raven team that's looking to avenge a loss to Cloud County on Wednesday. And Coach Tony Turner knows how big this game is for momentum heading into the break. And, of course, a big showdown with Butler opening out of the break. So big game here for the Lady Ravens, and we'll hear from Coach Turner in just moments. Also on the men's side, maybe even bigger. The Red Ravens and the Cowley Tigers tied atop the Jayhawk Conference with an unbeaten conference record. Something's got to give today. Two of the best teams, not just in this league, but in the nation. Donnie Jackson and Jay Herkelman go head-to-head here at Nellis Hall. Ravens trying to make their biggest statement win of the year and beat the Cowley Tigers, who come into today number 9 in the nation. Cowley trying to prove they are the team to beat in the Jayhawk Conference. Have a lot to get to here in the next 30 minutes. We'll hear from Coach Turner and Coach Herkelman just around the corner. Also, our keys to the game, lineups, and tip-off from Nellis Hall just around the corner as well. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. When we come back, Coach Turner joins us here on the Red Raven pregame show. Big thank you to our friends at Imperial Vending as well for always sponsoring the pregame show here at Nellis. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Coach Turner joins us next. Coach Herkelman around the corner. Red Ravens and Tigers here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Buying a home? Refinancing? Apply for a home loan anywhere with Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank. Community State Bank online mortgage tool is easy to use. You can be approved in minutes. And Solutions North Bank lenders are always ready to answer any questions that you may have. Visit ourlocalbank.com on your computer or mobile device and get started today. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Red Raven pregame show brought to you by our friends at Imperial Vending. Shea Neal here as we get ready for tip-off of Coffeyville and Cowley. Earlier this week, we caught up with head coach Tony Turner about this matchup. Here's our latest with Coach as we get ready for tip-off.
Fun matchup coming up on Saturday, and the Ravens take on the Cowley Tigers in a doubleheader. Last doubleheader, I should say, of the first half of the season. And, Coach, before we kind of break down the matchup, and obviously a very good Cowley team that's coming to Nellis Hall, something that I think is very exciting for the community and for the fans. It's going to be Community Appreciation Day, and if you live in Coffeyville, live in the southern half of Montgomery County, your ticket's taken care of. You can come watch the Ravens and the Tigers free of charge. Which I think is pretty awesome.
Oh, I think that's awesome. We need all the support we can, and it's going to be two really good games. Both teams are very high-powered. I mean, you know, our men's team is doing great. Their men's team, I think they're playing for who gets first place. I think if I looked right, but no, the girls are kind of they battle. Are they going to press us? They're going to work hard, and it should be two good games.
Absolutely, it should. And obviously, this Cowley team on the girls' side comes in 9-3 on the season, 4-3 in league play, as they are each and every year. Very, very good team at home. Already with 6 home wins this year. Tough to win on the road in this league, but they're off to a 3-1 start away from home. So it's a team that's proven that they can win both at home and on the road. And another team that comes to Nellis Hall with an experienced coach and Coach Clark, and a team that does a great job on a year-to-year basis. Cowley always a competitive game, no matter what the record says.
Yeah, they're going to be very competitive. You know, Coach Clark does a good job too with his team, and they're going to press you. You get the rebound, somebody's there to press. They mix up their defenses from man to zone, and they run some pretty good complicated stuff. But if we go out and guard, I mean, they're not very big. I think their tallest girl is 5'11". We should have a size advantage, but they do a good job of keeping us from getting that ball inside because they're going to press us.
Coach, something that I've talked to Coach Herkelman about, I know you feel the same way. One of the biggest advantages I think a team in JUCO can have, and especially in this conference, is a player that knows the Jayhawk Conference, a sophomore, especially a sophomore guard. And Cowley does have some sophomore experience coming back. Hattie Pyle, of course, the former Frontenac Raider, as well as both Destiny Yates coming back, as well as Jaden Smith. So 3 sophomore guards that maybe didn't have the biggest roles a year ago, but they did get their feet wet. They're dip their toes in the Jayhawk Conference, and now they're very key impact players.
Oh yes, they're both. All 3 of those players are good players. They can shoot it. They can take you off the bounce. They got that year of experience. They played a whole lot last year, and I'm sure they got a little revenge mindset coming in. And we beat them both times last year, and we just have to step up and play. I mean, and go out and match their intensity.
Coach, looking at this Cowley roster, it's a very impressively deep team. They have I'm looking here on this sheet. They have 10 girls, and all 10 of them are capable of scoring the basketball. Have decent shooting splits. They have 3 players that average double figures, 6 players that average at least 6 points a game. So it's a game where maybe not that leader in the conference, elite level scorer that we see at times from in this conference, but 5, 6, 7 players that on any given possession could be that number 1 scoring option for Cowley.
Oh yeah, if you don't get your hands up on Saturday, we'll be in for a long night, and because they have several girls that can score it and shoot it, and they have kids that come off the bench that can score it, and they'll pull it from anywhere. They do a good job of penetrating, kicking, so we got to learn to be a little more disciplined and not overhelp. And but no, we'll have to be creative and mix it up on them a little bit, because we don't want to we don't want them to get into a rhythm.
Your team has been one of the best teams in the Jayhawk this season at forcing turnovers and having those active hands in the pass lanes. We saw it again last night, some big steals against Cloud in that game as well. But with the team I don't think Cowley hides their identity, Coach. They have 437 3-point attempts, and their opponents have 224. So I think Cowley. You know who Cowley is. They have, like you said, not the best size down low, enough size to compete down there, but a lot of guards, a lot of wings that like to get out on the 3-point line, wait for that good look, and send it for 3. And with this team's defense, I think having done a pretty good job for the most part defending the perimeter this year, what are going to be the keys to, like you said, obviously going under screens and making sure you don't have, or going over top of screens, not making sure you give space, but also, I feel like this scouting report is, you almost have a head start because you kind of can anticipate where they're thinking on any given possession.
Oh yeah, our forwards got to work, because they set a lot of screens on our forwards, and we our switches, which we call tags, we got to tag up a little higher, because if not, they'll just step back and shoot. And then when they do shoot it, we got to be ready to get the long rebounds. With the longer you shoot it, the longer the rebounds, and we just got to get them to one and done. Will they make some threes? They're going to make some threes, but we got to limit them to one and done. And then we got to run. Then we got to get out and go and try to wear them down. I know they'll try to wear us down, but I just had a faith in our team that if we play within ourselves, we should be okay.
I agree. And, Coach, I think that, something that we've already talked about this year, but I think this could be kind of a big matchup where that rears its head. We've talked about the advantage of having forwards with just impressive athleticism, like Karis, like Aubrey, like Narika, like Alexis Parker, having those forwards that are forwards and post players in size, but also have the athleticism and the quickness to get out to the perimeter, get long rebounds, go for a loose ball. And I feel like in a matchup like this, where you have a lot of players that are going to be trying to spread you out and trying to stretch this defense across the perimeter from baseline to baseline, having those athletic forwards, this could be a huge game where that really shows up.
Yes, we're going to count on them, and we've been talking to them about, you got to get out there, you got to guard, you got to get out and sit your butt down and work. And today in our little workout they did a good job of just getting the closeouts and come on our hands up. It was the emphasis of getting our hand up and getting ourselves ready to guard. And we, like I said, we got a good wake-up call on Wednesday last night, and I think it was a good thing for us, just because we were kind of getting a little not humble like we needed to be. But no, we'll guard. They'll get out and battle.
Absolutely. Coach, I mentioned Aubrey, and Aubrey's a player I wanted to touch on as well. Had 9 points in that second half. Really, I thought played well. Had a great attack at the rim where she split a double team, kind of flung up a little finger roll and put it in. But, again, in a matchup like this where you have the size advantage down low, players like Alexis, players like Narika, players like Karis and Aubrey, not just defensively and getting out to the perimeter and showcasing their defensive ability and their athleticism, you're going to need them big on the glass, and you're going to need them big with those those second chance points and those scores inside.
Yes, we need them to crash. We need her to crash. Aubrey has the chance to be one of the better players in this league. And right now she's battling some demons right now on the court. Nothing crazy, but just knowing her role on the team. And, I told her we want to hand you the keys to the car, to the team, but we just need you to step up and learn how to play both ends. And she's a very, very talented player. She can take you off the bounce. She got a nice little form on her shots. And I need her to step up and be that big-time player that she has the ability to be.
Coach, obviously, another thing that we talk about on a game-to-game basis that's so important in this league is having that depth, having that rotation of 8, 9, 10, 11 that can make an impact on a night-to-night basis. And I think even more in a game like this where Cowley's going to be running up and down the floor for 40 minutes. They're going to be trying to win the race up and down the court. They're going to be trying to wear your team out, wear your players out. And I think your players have the speed and the quickness to keep up with them. But at the same time, maybe a little more exhausting going up and down the court with a team like this versus a team that's more of a half-court post style of offense. So players, that are a part of your second unit, and your Ava Bakers, your KK Willis, your Camry Johnson, your Camden Etchison, they're going to need to step up big as well off the bench.
Yeah, they got to be ready. That's why we coach all 12 of them and try to get them ready for these moments when we get in a fast-paced game. And, one thing about our game plan for tomorrow is to control the tempo and know when to go, when to whoa, and those girls will come in and they'll understand that tempo and don't let Cowley speed them up because they have been getting a lot of reps and they will be ready to battle against their press.
And maybe, from the coach's box and, from somebody that, does this every day, you see it differently than I do. But what I saw in that Cloud County game and what I've seen at times when you play a team that loves to, go up tempo and take a lot of threes and score a lot of points, is the longer you can kind of keep them at bay and slow them down, the more kind of frantic they get, Coach. And I think, a big key for Saturday is going to be, if, like you said, control the tempo. If you can kind of slow them down a little bit, force them to play some more half court than they want to play, force some contested shots, and get them off to kind of a slower start than they want to play, you get to the second, third, fourth quarter, and Cowley's going to start thinking about how, we're not keeping up with our pace. And I think that could be, where this team gets the advantage.
Yes, no question. Like I said, we just want to control that tempo and mess up their rhythm a little bit. I mean, like I said, they're a team that likes to play in transition. We're also a team that likes to play that way too. But I think if we can just control the tempo of the game, know when to go, when to whoa, just play smart basketball, ball fakes, shot fakes, and just get and attack the rim. And we do shoot those shots, go get rebounds, and get a lot of putbacks. And again, hopefully we just wear them down or they just get a little frustrated where it'll just all open up for us.
Appreciate Coach Turner for his time. Coming up next, we have Coach Herkelman as we get ready for tip-off. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our Student Success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Red Raven pregame show here on US 98. Shane Hill getting you ready for the Red Ravens and the Cowley Tigers. Earlier this week, we caught up with Coach Herkelman about this matchup. Here's our latest with Coach as we get ready for tip-off.
Talking to Coach Jay Herkelman as the Ravens get ready for their final game of the first half against the Cowley Tigers. And, Coach, before we kind of talk about this Cowley team in particular, something I talked to Coach Turner about that very cool for a matchup of this kind of magnitude. If you live, it's going to be Community Appreciation Day, and if you live in Coffeyville or the southern half of Montgomery County, your ticket is covered. You get to go watch what could be one of the better games of the year at Nellis Hall. Completely free general admission, half off for the reserved seats. Just an awesome opportunity, the final game before the break, to go watch a great basketball game and support the Red Ravens.
Yeah, it's early Merry Christmas to Coffeyville. Bryce and I had talked about that for a couple reasons. One, we appreciate the support we get from the community. And the other one, I mean, our students are gone after today. Finals are over, and they're going home. And it's unfortunate timing of playing a team like Cowley without our student body here. We had a few students there last night that still had to finish their finals, but a lot of them had already left because they were done. And Saturday, it's going to be a deal where we won't have any. So, there was a couple things that played into it. The biggest thing is we just wanted to let people know we appreciate them, and hopefully they'll come out. It's an afternoon game. They can get their kids out there and watch a heck of a ball game. You got a top 10 team in the country coming in Cowley, and both of us are tied for first place in the conference, so should be a whale of a ball game.
Yeah, I know, and I know we're looking ahead, after the winter break, which is 3 weeks down the road, but your next two games, Cowley and Butler, which Cowley, Butler, Coffeyville, the last three with a 0 in the loss column, so if you will, it'll be kind of a survival of the fittest, and we'll see who gets to be that sole possession of first place here in a couple weeks.
Sure will. Yeah, it's and when we get into the second round, those games will be back-to-back, without the break in between. So, two significant games coming up, and obviously we're going to be just really focused on this one.
Absolutely. And you look at this Cowley team, and Coach Proctor talked about it last night, just a team that has there's teams in this league that have experience, including yours. But this is a team that almost has an extraordinary amount of experience in terms of Jayhawk tested. They bring back Shamari Hughey. They have Marcus Whitlock. They bring in Marcus Ziegler from Hutchinson. Leslie Owens is back. Avante Nichols is back. Just a lot of guys, Xavier Alexander as well. A lot of guys that coach not just good players that have been in this conference, and that's why Cowley's 12-1, because they don't just have talent, they have experience.
Yeah, and their only loss was to NEO. Which we know how good they are, and it was a very close game. They've made their way through conference play undefeated. The experience is definitely helping them. Their guard play is really good. They don't have a lot of size, but they make up for it with trying to cause some chaos out there. A lot of different presses. They do trapping, mix up between man and zone, and just try to keep you uncomfortable out there because, their lack of size, they try to pressure you hard and create turnovers, and they have done a great job of that. They had 18 turnovers. Barton County had 18 turnovers against them, which led to a whole bunch of points, and the reason why Barton got beat by them. And then the other night they caused Colby, who's a very sound basketball team, to have 20 turnovers. And so they're a team that we're going to have to do a great job with that, just taking care of the basketball so we get shots.
Absolutely. And, Coach, I had Coach Proctor offer his thoughts on this, but I'd love to hear yours as well. Obviously, Donnie Jackson now in his third season at Cowley, and I'm curious. Obviously, I know that I don't have as much perspective on it as somebody like you would, but Coach Jackson, like a lot of first-year coaches do, had a very up-and-down first year at Cowley, but since then has really done a great job on the recruiting trail, has done a great job of having probably the 10 best teams in the nation each of the last 2 years. And I'm just curious, from a guy that's now seen Coach Jackson for this will be the fifth matchup for you, what is it about Donnie Jackson that makes Cowley so successful, and why has he really found this groove with the Cowley Tigers?
Well, Donnie's background, one, he played in the Jayhawk Conference, so he knows what the conference is all about. He coached with Tommy DeSalm, so he got his background there with coaching. I mean, he learned a lot from Tommy. And then, he was down at Northern Oklahoma Tonkawa and did a heck of a job down there. In fact, the year we won the national championship, we had to go into overtime in the quarterfinal game against Tonkawa to beat them. And he was coaching those guys. And his team was very similar to ours that year. They were just tough. They guarded well. They were very balanced. It was a heck of a ball game. And so he's brought that over to Cowley. Yeah, his first year, they were a little bit up and down, but now that he's got his feet on the ground over there at Cowley, and the last couple of years, he's just gotten guys in there that are his kind of guys that are tough, that share the basketball, and that's why he's having that kind of success. He understands what it takes in this league, and it's not about all the pretty stuff. It's just about getting down and grinding sometimes, and he gets some guys that can do that.
Coach, you mentioned, of course, Cowley's talent with their guard play, and I think that's what makes this matchup so exciting to me is we'll get into your front court here in a second, but you have two guys that have been in this league, in Ziegler and Hugie, that really are driving forces of this Cowley offense, and they're going up against Taylor and Griffith, who are experienced college basketball guys that are big key driving forces of your offense. So I think, obviously it could come down to which team's depth plays better on Saturday, but in terms of star power, I mean, this is, two of maybe the best pairs of guards in this league.
I agree. I mean, it's going to be a heck of a matchup for those guys out front. It's, Brian being here last year and Justin, transferred from D1 and has been our starting point guard from the beginning this year. And both of them got a lot of toughness to themselves and will take a lot of pride. And then our other guards are playing really good too. So it should be. I mean, it's going to be a great matchup and should be, one, obviously whoever wins puts himself in a nice position. But there's a long way to go in this thing. It'll still only be our 7th conference game out of 24. So there's still a lot to go. But winning at home, because that's what I told our guys today. We didn't do a whole lot today, but we talked about things. And I said, no, understand. I said, we're going to have to go to their place in the second round, so it's really important we protect the home floor this first time. So, and we've done a good job with that, and I expect our guys to play well.
And I think, something Coach Proctor said that I think is a great way to describe this Cowley front court. They have good size. They're not massive. And that's kind of how he phrased it, and I would agree. A lot of guys that are 6'6", 6'7", not 7-footers, but very strong, very athletic, very capable, fundamentally sound down in the post. So there is the opportunity from a size perspective for guys like Daniel, for guys like Rashid, for guys like Relia, for guys like Charles to have an advantage down low. But at the same time, it's not going to be a clear advantage because Cowley's still got some really, really good all-conference caliber forwards.
Yeah, they definitely do. We feel like, we can maybe have an advantage on the inside. But Donnie's going to have a plan. I mean, he's going to double us probably in the post, and he's going to do as much as he can out on the perimeter to make it really hard for us to even get the ball down there. So, we'll just have to see what they throw at us and then make some adjustments. But I'm expecting, it to be a fairly fast-paced game. I'm expecting both teams to guard really well, making it hard, in the half court. So you're going to hopefully have to get some stuff in transition. And it should be just a hard-fought, tough game.
Absolutely, it should. And, Coach, last thing I have for you before we put a bow on this one, I'm sure if I asked you, what's the key to beating a team like Cowley, we could make a list that goes all the way over to the Salted Caramel Frosties over there. But if you in a matchup like this where I feel like in terms of talent, in terms of the way these two teams are playing right now, like we've talked about the last 15 minutes, it's pretty even. I feel like it's a pretty 50-50 coin flip kind of game. If you had to pick 2, 3, 4 things that your team really needs to do at a high level on Saturday to beat the Cowley Tigers, what are those things?
Well, the first one is take care of the ball, as I talked about earlier. We've done a great job of that. 2 of the last 3 games, we've had single-digit turnovers. At Hutch, we had 4. We had a few too many out at Garden City, but then last night we had 7. If we can keep it, our goal is to have 12 or less in a game. And if we can do that and not give Cowley the opportunity to get some stuff in transition, easy buckets, where they have to play against our defense in the half court, I think we'll be able to guard them if we get them in the half court. Now, if we're turning the ball over, it's hard to guard in transition after you turn the ball over. So that, and then what we emphasize all the time is just about going and rebounding, winning the rebound battle. And we do a pretty good job with that, too.
Appreciate Coach Herc for his time. We got tip-off coming up next. Red Ravens, Cowley Tigers. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, lineups and tip-off from Nellis Hall. We'll be right back on US.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
The This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck's Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
My expectations every year is that we're going to win the conference.
Behind the back, and one, Chris Carroll. The Red Ravens chase a Jayhawk Conference Championship. This is Coffeyville Community College Red Raven basketball on US 98. Red Raven basketball is brought to you by Medical Lodge of Coffeyville, Solutions North Bank, Coffeyville Community College, Roman Chevrolet, Derailed Commodity, Taco Mayo, Ricky's Used Cars, and Coffeyville Regional Medical Center. It's time for starting lineups and tip-off. Here's the voice of the Ravens, Shay Neal.
Good Saturday afternoon. Welcome to Nellis Hall here on the campus of Coffeyville Community College. Shay Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Chris, final game of the first half before the holiday break, and about as big of a matchup as this conference could ask for. The Cowley Tigers and the Red Ravens. First with the women's matchup, two teams battling to keep up with Hutch and Dodge City atop the conference. Two teams that come into today with 9 wins on the season. Ravens trying to bounce back and have a big-time home win. Cowley trying to play spoiler.
Yeah, absolutely. The implications, even for just the end of the first half of this of season before the break, it doesn't get any better than this. And you can get some pretty good momentum heading into the break after this game if you come away with a win.
Absolutely, and of course something that Cowley brings to the table, Chris. One of the best scoring and shooting teams in the Jayhawk. Don't have a ton of size compared to some other teams in the league. Tallest player about 5'11", but let me tell you, they can spread you out. And they can shoot all day long. Some of the best shooters in this league with Georgia Gray, with Jaden Smith, with Alicia Martinez, with Jamie Molina. They will be standing behind the arc all day, Chris. And if you're not careful and don't play sound defense, this team can race away from you in a hurry.
You know, we've been here for a little while. We've been watching them warm up. And, most of the time you have you practice layups, you practice different things. They didn't. They were behind the three-point line basically 80% of their warm-ups, so they'll be looking to turn that warm-up into success in the game itself.
And I think it's safe to say the Lady Raven game on Wednesday, probably one of their weaker games of the year in terms of execution, and I think in a lot of ways beat themselves out here at Nellis Hall with turnovers and missed opportunities on both ends of the floor. I know they've been hard at work in practice. Coach Turner likes how they've responded the last couple days, but now's a big opportunity to answer the call, get back in the win column. And Chris, it's not just Carly Parker and Karis Washington. You need players like Aubrey Highshaw. You need players like Hallie Kitchen, who's in the starting lineup today. Players like Ava Baker and Lena Yulee to step up big and provide that second wave of offense for the Red Ravens.
It's very rare in this season that you're going to win every single game. You're going to have losses, but it's not about how you lose. It's about how you come back from the loss. How are they going to respond today? And I think this team is going to respond, and they're going to play strong. And, I really believe they're going to come away with a win tonight.
And as it seems to be almost every single game day in this conference now, another just high-profile coaching matchup. Tony Turner, 6th season at the helm of the Red Ravens, but been in the Jayhawk for more than 20 years. And he goes up against Todd Clark of the Cowley Tigers, who's in his 21st season and has Cowley off to a 9-3 start. It seems like when you play big teams in this league, Chris, they always have a big-name coach with them. That's the case again here today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That big-name coach, lots of experience, the ability to be able to recruit and get great players, and both coaches have been able to do that for this year's team.
Let's get you starting lineups for both teams here. First for the visiting Cowley Tigers, starting at guard, a 5'9 sophomore out of Oklahoma City, number 2, Jaden Smith. Starting at guard, a 5'5 sophomore out of Manhattan, number 11, Destiny Yates. Starting at guard, a sophomore out of Frontenac, Kansas, number 15, Hattie Pyle. Starting at guard, a 5'5 sophomore from Ackerley, Texas, number 20, Elisa Martinez. And starting at guard, a 5'6 sophomore from Canberra, Australia, number 22, Georgia Knight. One more time for the Cowley Tigers today. It's number 2, Smith, number 11, Yates, number 15, Pyle, number 20, Martinez, and number 22, Knight. Cowley in the road, black jerseys with the Cowley logo in the front. For the Red Ravens today, starting at guard, a 5'7" freshman from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Making her first collegiate start, number 5, Hallie Kitchen. Starting at guard, a 5'7" freshman out of Anadarko, Oklahoma. Number 12, Carly Parker. Starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Number 15, Karis Washington. Starting at forward, a 6-foot freshman out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Number 21, Aubrey Highshaw. And starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore out of Bondo, Japan. Number 24, Narika Welch. One more time for the Lady Ravens today. It's number 5, Kitchen. Number 12, Parker. Number 15, Washington. Number 21, Highshaw. And number 24, Welch. And Chris, we already see with this Cowley team that loves to play so fast and loves to really push the tempo on both ends. No Alexis Parker in the starting lineup today. Of course, we'll still see her, but Tony Turner goes with the smaller lineup and Hallie Kitchen out there to have a little bit better defense on the perimeter and a little bit more scoring options on offense.
You know, I don't know if there's going to be butterflies or not for Kitchen. I'm guessing there might be for a couple minutes, but maybe not. It's just going to be exciting to see her get her first collegiate starts. And I really like this lineup. I like it from top to bottom. And it'll be great to see the Highshaw and Welch get off to a strong start. I really think they will with their size underneath the boards and to be able to crash those boards and get the rebounds. And I like this lineup a lot, Shay.
I do too. And both Hallie and Carly will have big afternoons ahead of them. They got to guard some sophomore guards in this league. Destiny Yates, Hattie Pyle, Jaden Smith, all very capable. And it's going to be a big ask for the Red Ravens to try and slow down the Tigers today. Here we go off the tip. It's controlled by Coffeyville. Ravens Tigers round 1 here at Nellis Hall. Carly Parker guarded by Destiny Yates. And now Hallie Kitchen making her first start. She's on the left wing, hands off Narika Welch. Welch is guarded by the sophomore Hattie Pyle. Trying to get it back to Kitchen. That ball on the ground. It's picked up by Karis. Karis got tripped, got around it, throws it up, no good. Rebound Jaden Smith. I think Tony Turner looking for some contact, didn't get a call.
There was a lot of contact.
This is Molina, Jamie Molina here for Cowley. Yates sends a quick 3 and got it. That's where Cowley's going to set up all afternoon, and they knock down their first one, 3-0 Tigers. Narika Welch crossing the midline. Yates slows her down on the left wing. Now Carly Parker. Early on, 3-0 Cowley. Here's Narika. Screen comes from Highshaw. Narika working it left. Carly Parker down low to Aubrey. Aubrey couldn't control it. And now Aubrey pulls it down, puts up a shot. Got it! Little trouble corralling the pass, but nice recovery for Aubrey Highshaw, and good to see her first shot go down.
Yeah, I love that 12-footer going down for her.
3-2 Cowley. About a minute 15 into this one. Molina to Jaden Smith. Smith gets a screen from Pyle. Pyle inside, kick out. Yates tries again. Her second triple. That one's short. Rebound battled for. Pyle able to throw it off of Karis Washington and keep possession with Cowley.
Falling out of bounds, knew she was going to get called out of bounds, so she threw it off of, one of our players.
It's a really
good
smart
move.
play. Really good player,
it's
too.
It's a good play, yeah.
And what's impressive about Hattie Pyle, and I'll get to it in a minute here, here's Molina working left. Georgia Gray sets up to the right. The sophomore out of Australia now has the basketball. Works it right. This is Destiny Yates, who has the 3 points so far for Cowley. Jaden Smith, very tough shot. And it missed. Rebound Kitchen. But what's impressive about Pyle, Chris, she can play point guard for this team and does a lot, but she's almost lined up and playing center right now, guarding Aubrey Highshaw. Very versatile player.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Welch inside, rimmed out, rebound Karis, and left it short. And an over the back against Washington. That was a gimme for Karis, and she left it short.
Yeah, I can't believe that didn't go in for her.
Shot by Welch, rimmed off, or rolled off the rim, I should say. Washington had plenty of space and left the putback rebound short. Here's Destiny Yates. Down low, that pass gets to Smith, and now they wind up for Molina. That's good. Second triple of the opening quarter already for Cowley, and a 6-2 lead for Todd Clark's Tigers. You know where to guard them, Chris. Cowley doesn't hide where they're going.
No, that's for sure.
Carly Parker has it. Ravens down 4 early. It's about surviving the early storm here. Welch tries to answer and got it. Noriko Welch from downtown. Great to see her first triple go, and it's 6-5. Noriko from downtown started the year so great from beyond the arc. Has been in a little bit of a slump lately. Hopefully maybe that one wakes her up.
Yeah, that looks like a slump-busting 3 to me.
That's a foul against Carly Parker for running through the screen. Second foul against the Ravens. It's 1 on Washington, 1 on Parker. 2 key Ravens to keep an eye on picking up that second foul. Destiny Yates guarded by Carly. Yates works it to the right wing. Now Hattie Pyle. Pyle to Jaden Smith, pardon me. Molina tries again, looking for her second triple. That one is off. And they want to flop, and it looks like they're going to get it.
I think they're getting it, yep.
Todd Clark doesn't like it. Sierra McBride saw it immediately. And I think that we saw something very similar in the Cloud County game on Wednesday in the boys matchup.
Yeah.
A player that's obviously trying to sell the contact. And then when you kick those legs out, Chris, and go down, they're going to call you for that every single time.
Yep, they are. That is for sure.
It looks like they wave it off. So we'll play on. Yates. 15 to shoot here for the Tigers. 6-5 Cowley early in this one. Hattie Pyle. 2 teams that are at the top of the Jayhawk. 3rd and 4th going head-to-head today. Pyle fakes the shot. Highshaw trying to spin around the passes. Pyle, and she traveled.
She felt the shot clock running down. Shuffled the feet.
And said something I can't say on the radio. I don't know if you caught that.
I didn't. Thank goodness, I think.
6.5 to go first quarter. Noriko Welch has the basketball. 6-5, Ravens trying to take the lead. Kitchen guarded by Gray. Kitchen off a screen, turns the corner, hands off Carly. Ravens looking for their first lead of the afternoon. Hallie Kitchen, 10 to shoot. Nice pass inside to Aubrey Highshaw, who has an early 4, and the Ravens have a 7-6 lead. Great pass by Hallie Kitchen.
Love that pass into Highshaw there. I love the finish, too.
A lot of contact there. Carly Parker hit the deck. No foul call. Rebound. It stays with Cowley. Pyle for 3. Well off. Missed the rim. Out of bounds to the Red Ravens. That's surprising to me because Hattie Pyle, out of all the Tigers that were shooting in warm-up, she was the one that was kind of hitting the most. And that tells you warm-ups aren't games, Chris. First one in game action. Didn't even touch rim.
Yeah, that's true. And, not wishing ill on anyone, but we could use a few more misses if you're a Lady Raven fan.
Inbound stolen there by Yates. Goes up, missed the shot. Rebound Welch. A lot of contact. Tony Turner can't believe there's not a foul call. And it's out of bounds to Cowley. In for Cowley, I should say. Number 21, the freshman Alexia Murphy out of West Point, Georgia. Ravens had 22 turnovers on Wednesday. That's been a problem. Yates has it. Cowley loves to play a pressure-style defense. They force a lot of turnovers. Molina hands off to Murphy. Murphy guarded by Highshaw. Now back to Molina. Molina's got 3 of the 6 for Cowley. The other 3 by Destiny Yates. Molina working right. Now works it to Gray. 8 to shoot for Cowley. 3 on the left wing. Good. That's Jaden Smith. 3rd triple for Cowley, and they lead at 9-7.
Nice catch and release right there for that 3.
Smith shoots about 30% from downtown. She averages 13 a game for Cowley. Karras trying to get it down low. That one deflected, out of bounds. Will stay with the Ravens. Carly Parker to inbound here. It gets to Washington. Kicks it to Kitchen. Winds up for 3. And a little strong on that one. Rebound pulled down by Murphy. Molina throws one up. And it rimmed out. Impressive to even get it that close to going. That's a foul against Molina. Carly Parker draws the contact. Media timeout, our first one of the day. Ravens down 9-7. An early 4 for Aubrey Highshaw, 3 more for Norika Welch. Ravens down 2. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Subaru Forester 4-wheel drive, only $89.50.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perkey, at Perkey's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road, perkeysusedcars.com.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place At-Home Care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place At-Home Care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place At-Home Care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
Raven basketball down 9-7, 4:45 to go first quarter. Shea Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Karis Washington works it left to Carly Parker. Highshaw down low to Welch. Great pass inside, and Welch ties the game. Welch and Highshaw have looked outstanding in this opening quarter.
Love that assist from Highshaw. Great pass.
Smith finds Murphy. Cowley trying to retake the lead. They have 3 made shots, all of them three-pointers. Not many people in this building, I don't think, surprised. Here's Jamie Molina. Jaden Smith. And a foul there against Karis Washington. That'll be her second. Tony Turner going to call upon Alexis Parker here in just a moment. Actually, he'll switch it up and go to Aspen Clarkson. Clarkson will come in for Karis. Karis picks up 2 first quarter fouls. Inbounds goes to Yates. Tie game at 9, almost 6 minutes in. The sophomore Destiny Yates, guarded by Carly Parker. Works it right, Jaden Smith. Smith, Yates, and Molina, the 3 Cowley players with a 3. Now Knight trying to get involved. That's Gray, and she gets the rebound. Off the missed shot, that pass intercepted by Hallie Kitchen. Ravens with a chance to go back on top. Carly Parker, pass to Highshaw. That shot no good. A lot of contact, no foul call.
Yeah, heavy contact there. I'm surprised that wasn't a foul call.
These refs really letting them go
here
in this opening quarter. Molina, step back. Kitchen does a nice job staying in front. 3:37 to go opening quarter. Yates, hand off to Gray. Gray now to Molina. Molina guarded by the freshman Kitchen. Smith, tough shot and strong. Rebound Carly Parker. Hallie Kitchen has it. First career start today here at CCC. Aspen Clarkson now. Clarkson looking for a screen from Welch. Now back to Hallie. 15 to shoot for the Ravens. Kitchen down low to Welch. Norika spinning, going inside, fouled hard. And Norika will go to the free throw line trying to put the Ravens in front. And Chris, if you're Coffeyville, that's where you have the advantage today. Cowley's tallest player, 5'11", it is Alexia Murphy. And with now Alexis Parker checking in, and with players like Highshaw and Welch, get it inside, find a way to get to the free throw line and get scores in the paint. That'll open up your three-point shooters.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And so far, so good.
First one for Welch is good.
Especially with Washington and with Highshaw working well together.
Norika is a 72% free throw shooter, averaging just about 10 points a game. Second free throw up and good. She's got a quick 5 here in the opening quarter. Great start for Norika. Great start for Highshaw. 3 minutes to go opening quarter. Ravens lead it by 2 on the Cowley Tigers. Alexia Murphy hands off to Jamie Molina. Molina's turning the corner, kicking to Gray. Could have been an open look, but the pass a little wide. Stays with Cowley, 12 to shoot. Jaden Smith down low to Murphy. Murphy going to work, spinning and missed it. Rebound battled for. Clarkson got a hand on it, trying to keep it alive. It's taken by Cowley, missed the shot. Murphy gets another rebound and ties the game. Relentless on that possession there by the Cowley Tigers.
It took 3 times straight, but they finally got the bucket.
Carly Parker lost the basketball. That's a giveaway. Turnovers, a massive problem on Wednesday night. Already a couple giveaways here in the opening quarter tonight as we see KK Willis moving the scores table here for Coffeyville. Molina looking to get inside. Now Smith. Smith to Murphy. Murphy scored the last two, puts up a jump shot and missed it. Rebound Aspen Clarkson. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Ravens and Tigers tied at 11. Ravens trying to retake the lead. Carly Parker guarded by the sophomore Jaden Smith. Working right. Now handoff. This is Aspen Clarkson. Clarkson. And what's the call there? Foul down low, it looks like, against Cowley. That'll be on Destiny Yates. So Kaylin Willis checks in for Hallie Kitchen. And Chris Willis, big day on Wednesday. Hit 2 threes. And she's going to be asked to be a big part of this rotation moving forward for Tony Turner.
No doubt about it. Hope that trend continues for her.
Welch, not that time. Clarkson offensive rebound. Aspen trying to battle underneath. Finds KK Willis. Fires for 3 and in and out. But I like the aggressiveness there. As soon as she checked in, lets one fly.
Absolutely.
90 seconds to go, first quarter. Tie game. Cowley trying to get back in front. Murphy, Yates. Yates in the right corner. Down low to Murphy. Murphy kicks to Molina. Extra pass, Jaden Smith. Down low to Murphy. Murphy, nice move. Goes up, gives Cowley the lead. 4 off the bench for Alexia Murphy.
I'll tell you what, Shane, this Alexia Murphy-Alexis Parker matchup is one I didn't know I needed, but man, they're matching up well so far against each other.
Absolutely. Carly Parker brings it across the midline. Ravens down 2, a minute to go, opening quarter. Carly guarded tightly by Destiny Yates. Carly trying to get a pass and nearly threw it away. Clarkson able to pull it down. Now Alexis Parker back to Carly, and the pass to Welch. Thrown away. Carly Parker thought it was tipped. The officials disagree, and Ava Baker checks back in. Cowley basketball, they lead it by 2. 42 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Hattie Pyle back into the game for Cowley. And once again, Murphy going to work. Handoff to Pyle. Pyle. Molina ball fake. Now trying to go at the freshman. Gets inside. Missed the shot. Did everything right and left it short. And now Willis. Shot clock off. Ravens try to push up ahead to Clarkson. Ravens can tie or take the lead here on what could be the final possession of the quarter. Willis. Back to Clarkson. That one deflected by Pyle. It ends with Aspen and a blocking foul against the Cowley Tigers. That'll be the second on Molina, I believe. Excuse me, that's Martinez that picks up her second. So we'll see the freshman Rafa Bergonzo check in for Cowley as Martinez, who's their leading scorer, picks up 2 first quarter fouls. So 2 very key players in this game with 2 fouls early. Karis Washington for the Ravens and Elisa Martinez for Cowley. First free throw for Clarkson is no good.
Well, that's where the other players are going to have to step up.
Aspen, an 83% free throw shooter on the season. Second one up and good. So 8.7 left for the Cowley Tigers. Yates brings it across the midline. Pyle had space. Surprised she didn't send it. Instead slashes inside, missed the shot, and the quarter comes to an end. Cowley knocks down some threes early. Ravens hang in there. It's 13-12 Tigers after 1. Second quarter in 60 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We were formerly Stevens Vending. We have a set of core values that we follow, true commitment to the community, true commitment to the surrounding area. All of the sandwiches that we put in the vending machines have a 5 to 7 day shelf life. Usually when those sandwiches go out of date, we always donate our products to Genesis. We have 16 branches, and all 16 branches follow that core value. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
(13-12) Cowley as we start the second quarter here at Nellis Hall. Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside with you here on US 98 and Ohio RSN. Chris, Raven defense did what they had to do in that opening quarter. You know Cowley, a team like this, is going to hit their three-point shots, but the Ravens hold the Tigers to just 2 of 8 inside the three-point line.
Oh, you can't beat that. That is for sure. Great defense there, doing exactly what Coach Turner is asking for them in that first quarter.
This is Jaden Smith working at left to Pyle. Now on the left wing, it's Yates. 12 to shoot here for Cowley. Jaden Smith, good look, got it. Can't give that much space to a team that shoots that many threes, and Jaden Smith knocks down her second. A lot of pressure here from the Cowley press, and Willis in trouble. You got 2 seconds to get it across the line, and stolen by Pyle, and a layup good for Cowley. 6-point lead, another Raven turnover. And another giveaway, and now an 8-point game. And a timeout taken by Tony Turner. He is livid, as for the second straight day, his team struggling with giveaways. Ravens now down 20-12, a 7-0 run for Cowley to start the second quarter. And Chris, once again, it's just these self-inflicted wounds that are really hurting the Red Ravens.
It's amazing what can happen in 47 seconds, Shay. I mean, if I remember correctly, Coffeyville was down by 1, and all of a sudden, one turned into, 8? And a couple of takeaways. A couple of, don't get me wrong, a good press by the defense, but Coffeyville was kind of beating themselves in the last 47 seconds, so a good timeout taken by Coach Turner.
Kitchen, Parker, Highshaw, Clarkson, and Baker, the 5 out there for the Red Ravens. Now Coffeyville finds themselves down 8 after 2 easy layups for Cowley following 2 turnovers. Cowley now outscoring the Ravens off of turnovers 6-2.
Do you see what I see, Shay?
What's that?
The men's team catching some action here before they get ready for their matchup.
Clarkson, they got to move it up. Ravens again looking to find a pass, and that's intercepted. And a foul against Highshaw. Now we'll see Noriko Welch check back in. Third straight giveaway for the Red Ravens, and back to the Tigers. So Cowley basketball, 9:04 to go, first half, leading by 8. Inbounds goes to Murphy, good space, and lays it in. 9-0 run for the Tigers, and they lead it by double digits. Pass goes to Noriko Welch. Ravens this time beat the press, get across the midline. Ava Baker. Ava finds Noriko, who had 7 in that opening quarter. Back to Ava, winds up. Baker, well strong. Yates bringing it the other way. Finds the freshman Bergonzo. Now back to Yates, top of the key, guarded by Carly Parker. Hand off to Murphy. Murphy finds Jaden Smith. Smith working it right, Bergonzo. 10 to shoot here for Cowley. Tigers on the middle of a 9-0 run. Bergonzo banked it in. 12-0 run for the Tigers.
Sometimes you just get them to fall, Shay, and that was one of them.
It's now 25-12 on a 12-0 run for the Tigers in less than 2 minutes. Welch poked, stolen. Tigers coming the other way, and it's falling apart quickly for the Red Ravens. 27-12 Cowley. Marika Welch. Welch in trouble. Up ahead to Baker. Ravens have been absolutely miserable dealing with this Cowley press. Kitchen, Parker swings it. Baker down low to Welch. Now the pass to Highshaw. Kicks it to the corner. Kitchen with a good look. In and out. Tipped up in the air, taken by Murphy. Up ahead, that one intercepted by Carly Parker. Parker to Kitchen. Kitchen down low to Highshaw. Finds Welch, and it's laid in. 9 for Narika Welch, just 5 for the West of the Red Ravens. Jaden Smith, handoff to Murphy. Murphy to Yates. Good denial defense there by the Red Ravens. Murphy finds Pyle. Pyle trying to get around the Baker defense. That's up and good, and one. Hattie Pyle puts it up and in. And a chance to put Cowley up their biggest margin of the half. It would be a 16-point edge if she could convert the free throw. Washington and Camry Johnson check in. Highshaw subbed out, as is Ava Baker. Into the game for Cowley, number 10, Mallory Jackson. This was a 1-point game 3 minutes ago. Since then, a 17-2 run for the Cowley Tigers. Kitchen to Parker. Parker up the left side. Able to get some speed. Pass down low to Washington. A lot of contact, no call. Karras the rebound, and no good. Here comes Cowley once again. Destiny Yates working right. Pass to Pyle. Pyle working it left. And now Smith, top of the key for 3, and a well off. Rebound out of bounds to the Red Ravens. 30-14, 6:21 to go in this first half. Inbound goes to Narika Welch. Right back to Camry Johnson. That one tipped, ends up with Welch. Narika pass to Hallie Kitchen. That one nearly stolen, and a foul against Destiny Yates. Second on Yates. And the first on Cowley here in the second quarter. We'll see the sophomore Katora Stewart check in. Inbounds goes to Carly Parker. Ravens now find themselves down 16, looking to chip away. Carly. That pass stolen. Hattie Pyle coming the other way. Another giveaway for the Ravens, and another layup for Cowley. Kitchen finds Camry Johnson. Down low to Washington. A lot of contact and a foul. That'll be on Hattie Pyle. Carly Parker will inbound underneath the basket. Little give and go. Now they work it to Narika Welch. That shot, good. Narika Welch has 11 of the Ravens' 16 points. Mallory Jackson down on the post, hands off Pyle. Pyle trying to get to the baseline. Now Stewart off a screen, kicks to the corner, good look, and the 3 is off. Rebound collected by the Red Ravens. Karras Washington brings it up the other way. Karras finds Carly Parker. Extra pass, Kitchen winds up for 3, got it! A quick 5 points for the Red Ravens. It's 32-19 as Kitchen knocks it down from the right corner. Ravens looking now to get another stop. Jackson hands off to Pyle. Pyle guarded by Karras Washington. Jaden Smith. Back to Jackson. 12 to shoot for Cowley. Stewart picked up by Welch. Now Pyle. 5 to shoot. Down low to Jackson. Spinning. Throws it up and got the bounce. Mallory Jackson able to knock it down. Cowley 34, Ravens 19. That pass dangerous, ends up with Hallie Kitchen, and there's a foul right there against Jaden Smith.
Smith called for her first. We see the return of the sophomore guard, Georgia Knight. Also back in the game for Cowley is Elisa Martinez. Welch, extra pass. Camry Johnson winds up and got it. Camry Johnson from downtown. Ravens have cut it down to a dozen. 34-22. Martinez to Jackson. Now they work it right. Jaden Smith guarded by Narika Welch. To the corner for Knight. Back to Smith. Now cross-court pass. This is Martinez. Picked up by Washington. Big screen comes from the freshman Jackson. Martinez looking for space. Cutting is Jackson and missed it. Kitchen with good defense. Ravens with the rebound. Here comes Karras. Handoff to Hallie Kitchen. Ravens down a dozen, trying to continue to chip away. Camry Johnson back to Hallie. Back to Camry Johnson. Winds up again. Got it! Back-to-back triples for Camry Johnson. It's a 9-point game. And that's a foul down low against the Red Ravens. They'll call it on Camry Johnson.
Forget chop chop Shay. It's chip chip, as in chip away at the lead.
Camry Johnson, the Hutchinson transfer, has made more and more of an impact, it feels like, each and every game. And 2 enormous threes right there when the Ravens desperately needed something. 6 for Johnson. Now it's a 9-point game. Ravens looking for another stop. Inbounds pass goes to Smith. Now Hattie Pyle, top of the key. 3:20 to go first half. Pyle hands off to Yates. Now Knight. Yates has the basketball. 8 to shoot. Knight. Triple threat move. Murphy way downtown. Got it. Alexia Murphy has been huge for Cowley in this first half. And she puts him back up a dozen. Carly Parker finds Hallie Kitchen. Now Carly able to make a tough catch. And now finding Hallie Kitchen. Finds Carly. Carly on the left wing. Double team comes. Kitchen back to Johnson. Johnson didn't have the look she wanted that time. 5 to shoot. Got to get a shot off here if you're the Ravens. Carly Parker got to send it. Welch, jump shot. A little strong. Rebound pulled down by Knight. 37-25. Cowley the lead. 2:22 to go first half. Destiny Yates has the basketball. Cowley trying to build a lead back up. Ravens got it down to 9. Smith in the corner. Not that time. Rebound Carly Parker. Up ahead to Kitchen. Kitchen trying to win the race the other way. A lot of contact. No call. Welch ends up with Carly Parker. Ravens keep it alive. Carly and one. Carly Parker puts it up and in. Ravens kept it alive on an offensive rebound by Narika Welch, and they can get it back within single digits.
High off the glass, a good Shea. What a shot there by Parker.
And now all 3 sophomore guards for Cowley in Yates, Martinez, and Smith now each have 2 fouls here in this first half. Something to keep an eye on. No good on the free throw for Parker. It's kept alive by the Ravens. Welch, Kitchen, Johnson trying for another one. Got it! She's got 3! Camry Johnson, it's back to 7. Camry Johnson has reignited the Lady Ravens. Knight on the left wing. Smith, big screen set by Murphy. Pass down low, Welch staying in front. Knight with a great look in the corner and sinks it. 40-30, Cowley the lead. Up ahead to Washington. Karras out ahead of the pack. Pump fake, no! And the rebound pulled down by Cowley. Has been a first half to forget for Karras Washington. That one stolen by Narika Welch. Pass to Karras. Slowed down by Hattie Pyle. Kitchen. A minute to go. Ravens are down by 10. It looked like the Ravens may be down and out after a huge Cowley run, but the Ravens have responded. Parker, Washington, Welch, great look on a jump shot, missed it short. Got her own rebound, and Narika's fouled with 47 seconds to go.
And when you play a team, Chris, where their tallest player is 5'11", you got to win the rebound battle. And it seems like the last 5 minutes, the Ravens have really started to establish some dominance inside.
Yeah, the down post play has definitely improved here in the last few minutes.
Free throws here for Norika Welch. 47 seconds to go. Been a big first half for Norika. First free throw is good. Yulee and Etchison check in for the Red Ravens. Yulee will check in for Welch after the second free throw. One more here for Norika. Been a big first half for the Heston transfer. And she sinks them both. 40-32. Big first half for Norika Welch. And now if you're the Ravens, Chris, you find a way to get a stop and another score, and you feel mighty good about being down 5-6 at the half after being down 18 just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I thought being down by 10 at half would be a good comeback for Coffeyville. To be only down by 8 now with a chance to get even closer, you can't beat it, Shay.
Ravens trying to get a big stop. Martinez double-teamed and fouled by Etchison. 34.9 on the clock.
Foul is called on Coffeyville's number 4, Camden Etchison. Her first personal foul, 4th team foul.
So an inbounds play here for Cowley. They find Jaden Smith. 30 seconds left in the half. Martinez guarded by Yulee. That feels like a mismatch for Cowley. And now Jackson finding Yates. 10 to shoot. Smith, a lot of contact, no call. And there's a kicked ball with 18.6 on the clock. Stays with the Tigers.
Seems like you've said the phrase a lot of contact a lot in this first half, and as long as it is fair for both teams or consistent for both teams, but goodness, it seems like a lot of contact.
Martinez has the basketball. Shot clock is off. Mallory Jackson, Cowley can hold for the final shot if they choose. Martinez kicks. Yates with the ball fake. Yates, pile, ball fake. Might have gotten away with a travel. Jackson foul with 2.2 to go. From my perspective, certainly seemed like Hattie Pyle might have drugged that foot before she put the dribble down, but officials didn't see it that way, and Mallory Jackson will get some free throws here. She is a 35% free throw shooter, has really struggled at the line this year. First one here for Jackson is strong. One more here for the freshman, who's out of Edmond, Oklahoma. And Jackson's second free throw up and good. 1 out of 2. Ravens have 2 seconds left. And it would have to be a pretty wild shot for Johnson. They won't even get it off. Ravens were down by 18. They've slashed it in half. 41-32. Cowley leads at the break. Ravens have some stuff to work on, cutting down on turnovers, but Camry Johnson has provided a massive spark, and the Ravens not done yet here this afternoon. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, our Red Raven halftime show presented by Solutions North Bank. We're back in 3 minutes on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Looking for a bank that understands your individual needs? We have the solution. At Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank, we offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our Student Success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Stay tuned. Second half action is coming up just around the corner. Now it's time for the Solutions North Bank Red Raven Halftime Show with a live look at first half stats, scores around the conference, and the keys to the second half. This is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports, the Solutions North Bank Red Raven Halftime Show on US 98.
Lady Ravens trail 41-32 at the break here on our Solution. Shaney, Chris Freund alongside with you. Chris, it was a kind of defensive battle in that first half, and then in the second half, both teams really got going offensively. 28-20, Cowley outscored the Ravens in that second half, but after a lot of turnovers early in the quarter, made it an 18-point lead for the Tigers. The Ravens battled back and got it down to 9.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you're a Lady Raven fan, if you're on the team as well, I'm sure that first 2 minutes of the second quarter, you really want to go back and forget that if you can. But the Lady Ravens did a good job at coming back. I mean, it was 18 at one point, and now it's 9. I mean, my goodness. To be able to not hit the panic button is a good thing for this Lady Raven team here in that second quarter.
No doubt about it. Let's look at first half stats here on this one here at Nellis Hall. For the Cowley Tigers, they shoot a clean 50% from the field, 16 of 32, 7 of 16 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 3 at the free throw line. For the Lady Ravens, they shoot 44% from the field, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 7 at the free throw line. Ravens winning the rebound battle 19-12, including 6 offensive rebounds. And 8 assists given out by the Ravens, 11 assists given out by the Tigers. But the big difference, 9 turnovers for Coffeyville and just 4 for Cowley. The Tigers outscoring the Ravens off turnovers 12-6 in that first half. Leading the way for Cowley, 9 points for Alexia Murphy to go along with 5 rebounds. Also 9 points for the freshman Rafa Bergonzo. 6 points for Jaden Smith, as well as 5 for Hattie Pyle. 3 for Mallory Jackson, 3 for Destiny Yates. And just 1 of 4 shooting and 3 points in that first quarter for top scorer Elisa Martinez. For the Red Ravens, 13 in that first half for Norika Welch, 9 for Camry Johnson on 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Also 3 for Hallie Kitchen, 4 for Aubrey Highshaw, and 2 for Carly Parker. Chris, I think obviously if you're the Red Ravens, you're stoked with how Norika Welch and Camry Johnson have played, but you also need some of your other key players to step up big in the second half.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But let's go ahead and give props to Camry Johnson. Camry was averaging, 1.9 points per game, really only shooting 13% from three-point range and, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc in that first half. So, I mean, my gosh, a great job for Johnson to step up and to really add on to her season average. But you're absolutely right. It really comes down to the turnovers. I mean, that first 2 minutes of that second quarter, I'm sure is where a lot of those turnovers took place. And if you can cut down on that and cut down on the mental mistakes in the second half, you're going to have a better shot at coming back and not only coming back from 9, but overcoming and taking the lead.
No doubt about it. And I think, obviously, if you're the Red Ravens, you made kind of your living on getting to the free throw line, 5 of 7 at the stripe. Also 6 offensive rebounds, 3 of those by Karis Washington. But, Chris, we know what Karis is capable of, getting second chance opportunities, but she's 0 of 4 from the floor, has a couple turnovers as well. Karis needs to convert on those opportunities for the Ravens to complete the comeback here today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'm just looking at all the players that have the 6 in their, height. Because like you said, the tallest player for Cowley is 5'11". So, yeah, we're looking at Alexis Parker, Aubrey Highshaw, Yuli. Those players, I know they're going to step up. They have the ability to step up and make it a kind of a different second half than what they had in the first half.
It was a nice start for Aubrey Highshaw. Had an early 4 points and an assist, as well as some good defense on the defensive end as well. And if the Ravens, again, Aubrey had 9 points in the second half on Wednesday against Cloud County. They're going to need another big second half for the Tulsa transfer if they want to trim this 9-point deficit.
No doubt about it. But if there's anybody that can step up and have another great second half like she did last time, it would be Highshaw.
Let's look at some scores from around the Jayhawk here today on this last day of the first half of the season. Of course, all the men's games will get going a little later this afternoon. Dodge City up big on Barton, 68-32. The score out in that one. Also at halftime, Butler on top of Independence, 28-17. Hutchinson on top of Cloud County, 34-21. That has 2 minutes to go in the opening half. Also today, we'll see Fort Hays Tech and Seward County, and Colby and Pratt underway as well. All those matchups coming up the same on the men's game, and obviously, Chris, coming up just around the corner. We still got a fun second half here in this one, but Cowley and Coffeyville on the men's side, not many bigger games in the Jayhawks so far this year than that.
Yeah, you're not only talking about a huge game for the Jayhawk, but just a huge game nationwide. These are two teams. I mean, Coach Herc said it earlier. This is two heavyweight fighters going at it. It's going to be a great game.
Certainly is. It's our Red Raven halftime show presented by our friends at Solutions North Bank. Let's take a quick 3-minute timeout. When we come back, our keys to the second half and third quarter action here from Nellis Hall. We're back in 3 minutes on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack, sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy filet ole steak bowl, stacked with filet mignon, and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Don't burn gas and time going out of town to buy your next vehicle. Keep that money in your pocket and save at Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville. You won't beat the price on a 2013 Chevy Equinox 4-wheel drive, just $69.95. Or a 2012 Subaru Forester 4-wheel drive, only $89.50.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road, perkysusedcars.com.
Peace of mind. That's what you get when you or a family member can stay in your home when health issues arise. Windsor Place At-Home Care makes staying at home possible. Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place At-Home Care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place At-Home Care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
In a life-threatening emergency, physicians matter. That's why at Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we staff our emergency room with emergency medicine physicians 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. ER physicians at CRMC have access to general surgeons, specialists, medical imaging, lab services, and the technology needed in an emergency, all right here. If you are faced with a life-threatening emergency, insist on the best and say, "Take me to CRMC."
We actually make our own sandwiches. They are prepackaged the night before, made, cooked, loaded on the trucks the very next morning, and in the machines, less than 12 hours. I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. I've been in the business for 30 years, and we just transitioned over to Imperial. We were formerly Stevens Vending. We have a set of core values that we follow. You're going to get quality, variety, immediate service, total commitment, and you're going to get a great partnership. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Well, Chris, unfortunately, sometimes the nature of this business forces me to be a mean person. Dirk was literally mid-thought, mid-conversation, and I had to cut him off and push him away. So I do feel bad about that.
Go away, Dirk.
Go away.
Go away.
Shoo.
For now. Shoo. Be gone.
Bad Dirk. Go away.
Do we have any Dirk Be Gone spray?
No.
Good.
I don't think Coffeyville wants any Dirk Be Gone spray.
No, we want Dirk to stay.
That's right.
Just time out on the conversation.
I was going to say, come talk to us at the next media timeout.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
You go. There you go.
Yeah.
But great game here so far today. Ravens trail this one 41-32, Chris. And what we were just talking about with Dirk is obviously the keys to the second half. And the Ravens can avoid that kind of 2-3 minute stretch where it all kind of fell apart and, find ways to get up and down the floor with this press and not turn the ball over. I think they've played solid defense for most of this game. They've started to hit some shots as well. I think they have a good chance of winning this game if they can play controlled and not beat themselves.
Absolutely, and you notice when they were able to break the press and when they were to basically run it up and down the floor, they were hitting shots. They were playing really well, but it was really that 2 minute stretch where they just couldn't beat the press for whatever reason. That press was just getting the best of them, but they were eventually able to find their way around that, and they just have to keep that going.
And I know that it's two different teams in a brand new season, but something that's been very interesting to me since I've moved out here, this is my third season here with the Red Ravens, something that always seems to be the case in a Cowley-Coffeyville game is Cowley builds up a lead, they hang on to it, and the Ravens keep chipping away, and then the Ravens find a way in the fourth quarter. Will history repeat itself today? I don't know.
That's true.
But I'm just saying the Ravens, in their history against Cowley, have found ways to come back and win games.
Well, and it's one of those things where it was 18 points. Coffeyville really could have just, we'll get them next time kind of thing. But they're continuing to chip away at that lead. And, it's really great to see, some of these players like Camry Johnson step up and just, it's going to – I think, there is no give up in a Coach Turner team. And so they're going to continue to chip away at that lead. And, again, it would not surprise me if the roles are reversed.
I think, obviously, I think it goes into how these two teams are playing. Both of these teams know how important it is to win today.
Absolutely.
Your last game for 3 weeks.
Right.
You don't want to be dwelling at home over the holidays off of back-to-back losses.
Right, exactly.
The Ravens know how important it is to find a way here to scrape out of here with a win, be 10-2 at the break. Because I know 9-3 still sounds pretty good, but I promise you, 10-2 coming off of a win sounds a whole lot better when you go to Butler in 3 weeks.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 10 wins before the break. 9 is okay, but 10 is better. And I think this Coffeyville team wants that 10th win because, momentum even just over the break is going to be huge for this Coffeyville team.
9-point lead for Cowley as both teams take the floor here to start the second half. And it's been kind of almost uncharacteristic players stepping up for Cowley, Chris, where we haven't seen a ton of Martinez, haven't seen a ton of Molina hasn't even checked in yet today. And they've been led by the freshman Bergonzo and the freshman Murphy. They've really stepped up big, combining for 18 points in that first half.
Yeah, that is huge, and you look for that to continue along with their normal, regular players to step up. So this could be an interesting second half.
Raven basketball down by 9. Hallie Kitchen has it on the right wing, working left. Handoff to Narika Welch. Welch had 13 in that first half. Trying to get it down low to Highshaw. They cannot. Washington now has it. Goes at Pyle. Hands off to Parker. 10 seconds left for the Ravens to shoot. Welch sends a three quickly and missed it. Rebound. Highshaw pulls down a big-time rebound. Goes up and scores it. Aubrey Highshaw with a big-time athletic play.
I'd love to see that athletic play from Highshaw. Hope to see more of it in the second half.
41-34. The Ravens have gotten it down to 7. 9:17 to go, third quarter. Martinez works right to Jaden Smith, now to Knight. And now back to Martinez for three. That one off. Rebound Washington. Was a decent look. And the Cowley leading scorer couldn't hit. Washington in transition. Kitchen in the corner. They work it back to Narika Welch. Narika with a game-high 13. Wants to go to work against the freshman. Step back and off. Highshaw again. Aubrey Highshaw does it again. 5-point game at Nellis. Highshaw with back-to-back put-back scores.
I think Highshaw is going to be key in the second half for a Coffeyville comeback.
8:35 to go, third quarter, 41-36. Martinez picked up by Highshaw. 10 to shoot for Cowley. Martinez looking for a pass. Nothing there. Now might have to go ISO. Welch switches on. Yates fakes. driving, kicking. That's going to be a tough shot. Martinez throws it up, and it doesn't count. Raven defense with a stop, and they can get it down to a one-score game.
Love that defense right there. Caused a little discombobulation, if you will.
I love it when two good teams go head-to-head, Chris. You just feel the momentum swing back and forth. And
Sure
right
do.
now, Coffeyville feeling mighty good.
Yeah, they got it on their side.
Washington had it poked. It ends up with Highshaw. Backdoor cut by Welch. And a lot of contact and a late foul. They almost called that foul as Cowley was coming the other way.
They did. That was a late whistle, that's for sure.
Second foul on Hattie Pyle. Noriko Welch heading to the free throw line for 2 shots. Welch, a 74% free throw shooter on the season. First one up and off. One more free throw here. Ravens shot 5 of 7 at the line in the first half. This one could cut it to 4. Closest the Ravens have been since the late stages of the first quarter. And Welch now has 14 points. 41-37. The Ravens have scored the first 5 here in the second quarter. 8 to go, third quarter. Yates swings it right. Jaden Smith sends the triple. Got it. Jaden Smith with a big shot for Cowley, and it's a 7-point lead. Narika finds Carly Parker. 3 seconds to go across midline. Now they do. Hallie Kitchen. Cross-court pass. Welch winds up for 3. Got it! 17 for Narika Welch. Knight lost the basketball. It's taken by the Red Ravens. Kitchen, a lot of contact.
A lot of contact by like 4 players.
My good, what are we waiting for?
I have no idea, honestly. My gosh.
There were 3 different fouls there. Pass down low to Washington. It's a one-score game. Ravens on a 10-3 run to start the second half.
I don't know what Coach Turner said in the locker room at half, but I think it's working, Shay.
Well, and I don't think we can repeat it.
Nope, probably not.
Martinez on the right wing. Working left. Welch picks her up. Backdoor cut for Smith. Goes up and finishes. All 5 points in the second half for Cowley, scored by Jaden Smith, the sophomore out of OKC. Welch finding Washington. That one deflected. And last touch by the Ravens.
What? Wait. It looked to me like Smith was the last one to touch that one.
So Cowley basketball, 46-42, Tigers lead. 6:39 to go, third quarter. Destiny Yates brings it up for Todd Clark's squad. They've led by as much as 18. Coffeyville's gotten it back as close as 2. And that one off by Martinez. Cowley's leading scorer has not found a groove yet this afternoon. Parker, Kitchen winds up for 3. In and out. Rebound, Highshaw for a moment. It stays in play, and Yates runs it down. And a step into a jump shot by Martinez, no good. Pyle on the glass is fouled. Hattie Pyle, the big offensive rebound, and free throws coming for the sophomore. She is a 76% free throw shooter. Second on Carly Parker. First free throw here for Pyle is good. 5-point lead for the Tigers. One more free throw coming for the Frontenac sophomore. And Pyle goes 1 out of 2. It bounces off the rim, no good. Ravens will take it. 47-42, Cowley the lead. Welch, cross-court pass, Hallie Kitchen. Kitchen on the left wing, working right. Double team comes. Carly Parker. Highshaw goes inside. Aubrey. Tough finish. Highshaw has been enormous in this third quarter.
How long did that hang on the rim, Shay? A good 3 seconds before it went in.
5:37 to go, third quarter. 47-44, Tigers lead. Ravens have punched back in this third quarter. Martinez guarded by Welch. Jaden Smith has been huge for Cowley. Scored 5 of the last 6. Picked up by Highshaw. Smith, handoff to Pyle. 7 to shoot for Cowley. Pyle, nice spin move. And a foul against the Ravens. That'll be on Noriko Welch. Second on Welch with 5:16 to go in the third. Inbounds play here for Cowley. They'll try to get it down low to Murphy, and that's a travel. Freshman went up and never really put the shot up, and the Ravens will take pretty much a gimme turnover there.
Yeah, a surprising turnover.
Welch finds Carly Parker. Ravens across half court. Have done a much better job against the press here in the second half. Kitchen finds Welch. Ravens could tie it with a three. Narika, Kitchen on the left corner, now working back right. Welch, ball fake, down low Highshaw. That's the hot hand. It's a 1-point game. Aubrey Highshaw again. Cowley's lead has been cut to 1. Murphy, Martinez, ball fake, Pyle the fake, gets inside. Smith winds up for 3, missed it. Ravens can take the lead. Carly Parker, big collision. Ball is loose. Cowley pulls it down. Good to see that it looks like Narika Welch is okay after a big fall there in transition. Yeah. Jaden Smith steps into it. 3 is off. Another miss for Cowley. Another opportunity for the Ravens. I think Highshaw asking for a sub. She looks gassed. Kitchen coming the other way. Welch steps up to the three-point line. Washington has it on the elbow, attacking, and a foul against the Cowley Tigers. That'll be the third on Jaden Smith. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Ravens down 1. Camry Johnson coming back in. Aubrey Highshaw has the Ravens back within a point. We're back in 60 seconds.
Solutions North Bank, the same community bank you've come to know and enjoy, with the merger is now bigger, and there's even more to love. Solutions North Bank will be able to offer more banking products and services to fit your individual needs. Stop by and say hello and check out SMB's options at the newest Solutions North Bank location in Coffeyville, formerly Community State Bank. Come experience the SMB way. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our student success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
Ravens basketball down by 1, trying to take the lead, under 4 to go, third quarter. Welch inside, gives Coffeyville the lead. 19 for Narika Welch, and the Ravens have battled back from an 18-point deficit to take the lead against the Cowley Tigers.
Where did that basket even come from, Shay? Just wide open, just right down the lane for the layup.
Martinez has it for Cowley, trailing for the first time since the first quarter. Tigers looking for answers. Martinez to Pyle. Pyle the spin, the kick to Smith. Smith to Yates, way downtown, got it. What an enormous shot there for Cowley. 50-48 Tigers. Got to get a pass in. Camry Johnson finds Carly Parker. Now back to Camry. 3:08 to go, third quarter. Ravens across half court. Parker has it. Ravens down 2. Extra pass, Welch for the lead. You bet! Narika Welch having one of her biggest days of the season. She's up to 22 points. 51-50, Coffeyville leads. 2:42 to go, third quarter. Yates going at Karis Washington. Now Martinez with 9 to shoot. Martinez picked up by Parker. Got to go to work. Martinez splits a double team, traveled, no basket. A turnover for Cowley.
Huge defense there. Huge defense by Parker.
Clarkson in for Welch, and now we'll see Aubrey Highshaw and Narika Welch on the bench at the same time. And Chris, those two are putting everything out there today.
Yeah, no doubt. Leaving it all on the floor.
Inbounds pass, and a foul against the Ravens. That'll be on Carly Parker. Tony Turner wanted to hold. He won't get it. Third on Carly. Inbound goes to Martinez. 2:28 to go third quarter. Martinez might have gotten away with a travel again, and that's a foul against the Ravens. That'll be on Aspen Clarkson. Fourth team foul against Coffeyville, and now the rest of the way, the Tigers will go to the free throw line. Aubrey Highshaw back in for Coffeyville. So now we're going to see Hallie Kitchen run the point, which she is capable of doing. Kitchen, Johnson, Washington, Clarkson, and Highshaw. Ravens by 1. Jump shot, Smith. Short. Rebound tapped out. Highshaw able to get it to Kitchen. Hallie across half court. Handoff to Camry Johnson, who had 9 in the first half. Handoff to Aspen Clarkson. Big offensive foul against Camry Johnson. Second on Camry, and free throws will be coming the rest of the quarter for Cowley. Ravens lead it by 1, 2:11 to go third quarter. Destiny Yates will bring it up. Cowley trying to retake the lead. Late third quarter, Yates to the freshman Mallory Jackson. Now Elisa Martinez. Martinez, the leading scorer for the Tigers, has had an off night. Yates, the fake. Big screen from Martinez. Jaden Smith has been big for Cowley. Down low to Jackson. Lost it on the way up. It will stay with Cowley with 8 on the shot clock. Yates will inbound it. And Martinez ends up falling to the ground as the inbounds goes into Murphy. 4 to shoot here for the Tigers. Martinez going to have to send it from way downtown. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Camry Johnson. Raven basketball leading by 1. Camry, handoff Clarkson. Aspen, 90 seconds left third quarter. Clarkson attacking. Trying to hand it off to Washington. Ravens kicking. Kitchen for 3. And no good. Rebound pulled down by Cowley. Yates, down low to Murphy. The freshman goes to work against Highshaw. Very tough shot, missed it. And that'll be a foul against Mallory Jackson. Cowley turns it over.
Once again, great defense by Highshaw there, going straight up, causing the shot to be changed a little bit.
Ravens got to get it in, and they do to Aspen Clarkson. And they're going to say they crossed the baseline. I don't even know what to say at this point. So I'm not going to say anything. 1:08 to go third quarter. Inbound goes to Martinez. Cowley with another chance to take the lead. They work it left to Jaden Smith. Under a minute to go. Third quarter. Martinez sends it for 3 and missed it. Offensive rebound for Smith. Yates sends a 3 and got it. Cowley up by 2 with 49 seconds left in the third, and a timeout taken by Todd Clark. Let's step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
For 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Ravens trail 53-51, 49 seconds to go in this third quarter. Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside with you. Ravens have battled back and even taken the lead here in this third quarter, but Cowley showing why they're a 9-3 basketball team. Chris, I think we're in for a fun final 10 minutes and 49 seconds here today.
I tell you what, coming back down from 18 to taking the lead and being in this game like Coffeyville is it's exciting, but you know Cowley's not going away. You're right, it's going to be an incredible fourth quarter.
Raven basketball, it'll be Johnson, Clarkson, Washington, Kitchen, and Highshaw. Marika Welch has a game-high 22 to lead the Red Ravens. Marika not out there right now. Highshaw's pass intercepted. Yates going up, no. Battle for the ball, it's taken by Murphy, and Smith lost it out of bounds. Ravens catch a break. Cowley was going to have a wide-open three, and one of their top shooters couldn't control it.
That's one of the very few unforced errors against Cowley, especially in this third quarter. She stepped over again.
Another mistake for the Red Ravens. .40 seconds left in this third quarter. It's going to be yet another Cowley possession. Leading by 2, Destiny Yates. 35 seconds to go in the third. Yates guarded by Kitchen. Mallory Jackson, Martinez, and a foul against the Ravens. That's going to be on Karis Washington. Third on Karis. It sends Jaden Smith to the free throw line. Another very solid free throw shooter at 80% on the season. Free throw for Smith is good. Smith goes 2 out of 2. It's a 4-point lead for the Cowley Tigers. Highshaw fouled by Yates with 28.7 on the clock. Fourth team foul, third on Yates. Inbounds goes to Kitchen. Ravens down 4. Shot clock is off. And that pass high for Kitchen and a turnover. And it feels like another stretch here, Chris, where the Ravens are really letting it get away from them.
The big difference is, Cowley not really able to take advantage of this here in the last few seconds of the third.
Yates, 15 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Martinez. That one poked by Highshaw, taken by Aubrey, and she's able to control it. Trying to find Washington. That one loose, picked up by Kitchen. 2 seconds, gotta shoot. Karis. No, and we go to the fourth. Ravens came all the way back, took the lead, but really struggled in the last 2 minutes. Cowley up 4. Fourth quarter starts in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Ravens Sports Network.
A home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Ravens outscore the Cowley Tigers 19-14 in that third quarter. They're down by 4 as we start the fourth. Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside with you. But once again, Chris, 18 turnovers for the Red Ravens in 3 quarters. That continues to get in the way of them completing this comeback.
And it hasn't really been, but in a couple of stretches where a majority of those turnovers have come.
Yates off a screen. Steps back, hands off to Jaden Smith. Crossover move by the Cowley sophomore. Yates getting off of a screen. Mallory Jackson wanted a travel call, didn't get it. Jackson scores. And another takeaway. Martinez missed the layup. Ravens catch a break there, up ahead to Washington. And Karras missed the layup. Foul down low. And actually, they'll say a step on the baseline.
Wouldn't you say, Shay, there's been about maybe a 4.5, 5 minute stretch where a lot of those turnovers have come?
Yeah, I would agree. I think a lot of it's come in the beginning of the second, the end of the third. And it's got the Ravens down by 6 with 9:15 to go. Yates. Martinez on the left wing, 10 to shoot. Murphy. Hand off to Yates, 9:05 to go. Jackson, the ball fake. Back to Yates, 4 to shoot. Murphy goes to work. The freshman spinning, throws it up, missed it. Rebound collected by Aubrey Highshaw. Welch hit hard and fouled. That'll be the 4th on Jaden Smith with 8:55 to go. One of Cowley's top scorers picks up a 4th foul with 8:55 to go. She'll sub out Hattie Pyle back in. $8:51 to go. Carly Parker, crossover. Hand off to Hallie Kitchen, and another offensive foul to call. That's going to be the 4th on Carly Parker.
Foul is called on Cowley number 12, Carly Parker. Her 4th personal foul, first team foul of the quarter.
Cowley basketball leading by 6. Pyle attacking, going at Washington. Pyle gets it back, goes up, no. Still loose. Murphy collects it, throws it right to Narika Welch. Here comes Carly Parker. Double team comes. Carly inside is fouled, and a travel before the foul. My goodness.
Checking in for Coffeyville, number 4, Camden Etchison.
Parker subbed out. Cam Etchison comes in. Martinez working left, handoff to Pyle. Pyle working right, picked up by Kitchen. Down low to Murphy. Freshman wants to attack again. Great look for Martinez, and got it. Elisa Martinez puts the Tigers up 9 with under 8 to go. Hallie Kitchen got to get it inbounds, finds Washington. Karras gets it back to Hallie Kitchen. Ravens now down 9 with under 8 to play. Narika Welch. Welch got to find a pass. Hand off to Karras Washington. 12 to shoot. Raven offense has hit an absolute brick wall and nearly another turnover. It's loose. Karras dribbles it off the foot of a Tiger and a shot clock violation. Actually, they'll call a jump ball before the violation goes off. So it stays Coffeyville, but only 1 second on the shot clock. Highshaw out, Alexis Parker is in. Gonna have to be a catch and shoot here for the Red Ravens. Etchison. Gotta get it in. Parker puts it up. Missed it. Rebound tapped around and collected by Mallory Jackson. Cowley has opened up a 9-point lead. They have the basketball. Do the Ravens have another run in them? Martinez. Pyle. 7 minutes to go. 10 to shoot for Cowley. Pyle. Hand off to Yates. 3 is off the back iron. No good. Rebound Karras. Ravens get a stop. Now desperately needing a score. Etchison. Hands it off to Kitchen. Kitchen. Guarded by the forward, Mallory Jackson. Hallie gets a screen from Alexis Parker. Kitchen, handoff to Narika Welch. Welch, step back, sends the three. Very tough shot, no good. And another empty possession for the Red Ravens. Jackson, baseline jump shot. No, rebound tapped up. Pyle got a hand on it, but it ends up with Alexis Parker. Ravens trying to push now. 3-on-3 in transition. Kitchen denied by Martinez. Welch. And a push down low against the Cowley Tigers. Third on Alexia Murphy. Knight checks back in for Cowley. It's been a 10-0 run for Cowley since the Ravens had a 51-50 lead late in the third quarter. Hallie Kitchen, 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Washington bumped. Karras is fouled by Martinez. Third on Martinez. And the third against Cowley. Martinez a little shaken up after that. Looks like she's good to stay in the game. .5:48 to go. Another inbounds play here for the Red Ravens. Etchison finds Welch. Narika inside, able to lay it up and in. Much needed score for the Ravens. Narika has 24. It's a 7-point game. That pass through the hands of Knight and a turnover.
That's huge, Shay. That's huge. It can be cut to 5 or 4.
Mallory Jackson back in for Knight. Ravens back with possession. Inbounds goes to Welch. Welch gets ahead of Pyle. Attacking, kicking to Washington. Karras goes up, got it! Karras Washington makes it a 5-point game. 5:26 to go. Yates guarded by Etchison. Now Martinez. And that one a foul called late against Alexis Parker. Third foul against the Red Ravens here in the fourth. Excuse me, the second team foul against the Ravens. Inbounds play for the Cowley Tigers. They lead it 60-55. They get the pass to Martinez. Elisa Martinez, their big scorer, especially late in games. Hattie Pyle. Picked up by Alexis Parker. Now Martinez, 7 to shoot. Uses a screen. Pyle down low to Murphy. Back to Martinez. Winds up and missed it strong. Rebound battled for. Taken by Pyle. Pyle attacks and draws contact. Ravens with an opportunity for a stop. Couldn't pull down the rebound. Final media timeout. They're down 5. Free throws coming for Hattie Pyle. We're back in 60 seconds.
Four-wheel drive, just $69.95. Or a 2012 Subaru Forester four-wheel drive, only $89.50.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perkey, at Perkey's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. PerkeysUsedCars.com.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
Hattie Pyle steps to the free throw line for the Cowley Tigers with 4:57 to play. Ravens down 60-55 here at Nellis Hall. Shea Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. Big free throws here for the sophomore. She's 1 out of 2 at the stripe today. A 76% free throw shooter on the season. First one up and good. This one could put Cowley up 3 scores with under 5 to play. And she drills it. Big free throws there for the Frontenac sophomore. 62-55. Inbounds goes to Hallie Kitchen. Ravens down by 7. Kitchen's pass to Etchison. Etchison's pass back to Kitchen. Now to Narika Welch. Ravens across the half-court line. Narika. Kitchen finds Etchison. Trying to get it down low to Karras. Goes back up. Strong Karras. Able to put it up and in. Big score for Washington. 62-57. 4.5 to play. Etchison. Ravens needing a big defensive stop. Martinez has the basketball. Working right. Stops on the right elbow. Finds Mallory Jackson. Now back to Yates. 4:15 to play. Yates attacking Etchison. And that's going to be a turnover for the Cowley Tigers. Jackson and Yates let the ball slip right between them. And the Ravens can cut it back to a 1-score game. Inbounds goes to Hallie Kitchen. Kitchen finds Narika Welch. Cross-court pass, Etchison, Parker. Back to Welch and through the hands and a turnover. For the second straight game, the Ravens have 20-plus turnovers. And it is definitely going to be maybe the main focus for the Red Ravens as they get ready for Butler and Dodge City in the second half of the season. Carly Parker back in for the Red Ravens. 4 minutes to go. Coffeyville down by 5, now needing another defensive stop against Cowley. Murphy, handoff to Martinez. Martinez. That one poked, it's loose. Welch able to tip it over to Highshaw. Ravens coming the other way. That one was kicked and stays with Coffeyville. .345 to go. It stays with the Red Ravens. Down by 5. Looks like we have a spot on the floor that needs to be attended to. As Todd Clark has some words of encouragement for his team. And the Ravens are going to use this as a timeout. 3:45 to go, 62-57. Ravens trailed in this one 32-14 early in the second quarter. After Cowley opened the second quarter on a 19-1 run. Ravens came back, took the lead late in the third. Cowley went on a big 10-0 run to go back up by 9. Now the Ravens down by 5. Inbounds goes to Washington. Karras has had the last couple of scores for the Red Ravens. Hands it off to Carly Parker. Ravens trying to get back within 1 score. Zone look here for Cowley. Welch finds Kitchen. Huge if it goes. And got it! Hallie Kitchen, a huge shot. 2-point game, 3:23 to play. Maybe the biggest shot of the young career of Hallie Kitchen. Martinez working left, handoff to Destiny Yates. Cowley's lead is 2, 3:08 to go. Yates guarded by Welch. Narika stays attached. Yates, 6 to shoot. Washington with excellent defense on Smith. Very tough shot. No good. Rebound Ravens. They can tie or take the lead. Under 3 to go. Welch slows down. Parker for the lead. You bet! Carly Parker puts the Ravens up 1 with 2:40 to go. This game has given you everything you could handle, and we still got another one coming. 2.5 to play. 63-62 Ravens. Pyle the ball fake. On the left elbow, Pyle gets a screen. Picked up by Highshaw. Martinez bumped by Highshaw with 2:18 to go. Third on Highshaw. And it's not a free throw yet, but now the Cowley Tigers inching closer and closer to the bonus. 2:18 to go. Inbounds to Yates. 2:15 left. Ravens up 1. Carly Parker with the 3 to put Coffeyville in front. Martinez. Yates has it. 2:05 to play. 6 to shoot for the Tigers. Welch, a foul is called. My goodness. With 2:04 to go, that's the third on Narika. And now free throws coming for Cowley. Hattie Pyle, 3 of 4 at the free throw line today. This one for the tie. Good. 63-63. This one to put Cowley back in front with 2:04 to play. And it's good. Big free throws for Hattie Pyle. 2:04 to go. Ravens down by 1. Washington finds Carly Parker. Back to Karras. Ravens pushing up the right side. Karras all the way inside. Bumped and a late foul. Karras Washington with free throws coming. 1:54 to go. Murphy called for her 4th. Karras on the season. A rock-solid 70% free throw shooter. Nobody on this team gets to the line more than Washington. First one for the tie. Good. 64 apiece. Karras with a free throw to put the Ravens back up 1. And sunk it. 65-64 Ravens. 1:49 to go. Martinez. Cowley down 1. Trying to go with the freshman Kitchen. Martinez all the way inside and 1. Elisa Martinez. And a big score there for the sophomore out of Texas. First on Hallie Kitchen. Cowley now up 1 and a free throw to try and put them up by 2. Martinez is an 88% free throw shooter. She sinks it. 67-65. These two teams have gone back and forth down the stretch. Carly Parker. Handoff to Narika Welch. 90 seconds to play. Narika guarded by Jaden Smith, who has 4 fouls. Pass to Karras. Karras looking for an outlet. Karras around the corner. Handoff. And Highshaw block goes back up. No. Tipped around, taken by Cowley. And a carry and a turnover. Immediate giveaway by the Cowley Tigers. My goodness. The last 5 minutes of this game about as crazy as it gets. Timeout, Tony Turner. We're back in 30 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
From a routine colonoscopy to a life-saving mastectomy, the general surgeons at CRMC are equipped to handle many types of surgical procedures. For more information, call CRMC Medical Group at 620-252-1639.
Cowley leads at 67-65 with 1:16 to go. It is Red Raven basketball. Cowley opened up a 9-point lead early in this fourth quarter. Ravens battled back. Big threes by a pair of freshmen. Hallie Kitchen, Carly Parker put the Ravens up 1. And we've traded the lead back and forth ever since. Carly got to get it in. Finds Washington in a lot of trouble. Welch, extra pass. Carly to the baseline. Floater. Not that time. Washington, a huge rebound. And is fouled down low. Karras Washington draws the foul. That'll be on Alexia Murphy, and she has fouled out. Murphy's day is done. Mallory Jackson back in with 1:08 to go. Karras with 2 shots. A 71% free throw shooter is the sophomore Washington. First one, you got it. 67-66. A minute 8 to go. This one for the tie. Got it. 4 enormous free throws for Karis Washington. We are knotted at 67 as we go under a minute to go. Both these teams battling for their 10th win of the season. Who will emerge as the contender in the Jayhawk heading into the break? Martinez backing up, guarded by Welch. 12 to shoot for Cowley. Martinez, pass to Yates, sends the triple, and missed it. Rebound, Washington. Coffeyville can go for the lead. Karis bumped, and Carley pulls it down. Ravens keep the possession alive, and Tony Turner calls a timeout with 35 seconds to go. We'll stay here. Might have been the best timeout call of the year there from Tony Turner. Man. Wow.
I don't know how much more my heart can take in this game, Shay. Goodness gracious.
It is Coffeyville basketball. 35.2 on the clock. Ravens will go for the lead. I'm curious to see when we get the final stat sheet how many lead changes and ties we had in this fourth quarter. It was 4 lead changes, 2 ties heading into the fourth. I think we've at least doubled that here in the final 10 minutes.
No doubt about it.
Coffeyville with a win would improve to 10-2 and 5-2 in league play. Cowley with a win would be 10-3 and 5-3 in league play. Todd Clark and Tony Turner have had another fun battle. Raven basketball, 13-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Coffeyville will go for the lead. Hallie Kitchen will inbound. Karis Washington, Narika Welch, Carly Parker, Aubrey Highshaw. It's the starting 5 out there for the Red Ravens. Inbounds, goes to Narika. Back to Hallie Kitchen. Now Karis. Karis is the hot scorer here for Coffeyville down the stretch. Guarded by Hattie Pyle. Handoff, Welch for the lead. It's short. Rebound battled for. Highshaw had it for a moment, and it's Cowley ball with 21 seconds left. Timeout taken by Todd Clark. And now the Ravens will need to make a stop. 21 seconds to go. 3 by Welch, not a bad look. Ended up off the front of the rim. Highshaw got a hand on it, but was not able to corral it fully. Out of bounds, last touched by the Ravens. In Cowley basketball, we'll see the return of Georgia Knight for Cowley. Shot clock is off. A clean 21 seconds remain. Both Cowley and Coffeyville's men's teams are waiting at the door. They might have to wait a little while longer. What a fun game to end the first half of the season. Raven defense needs to step up. They've made a lot of big stops this season. One of their bigger ones needing to come right here.
They've made a lot of big stops already in this fourth quarter, Shay. They need one more right here.
I think if you're Cowley, you're holding for the last shot of the game. I don't think you want Coffeyville to get another shot at the win.
No, not a chance.
Tigers trying to get it in. They find Pyle. 18 seconds to go. Hattie Pyle, the sophomore out of Frontenac. Hands off to Destiny Yates. 10 seconds for Cowley. A shot would win the game. Martinez, back to Pyle. 5 seconds left. Hattie Pyle attacking, spinning, going up, and missed it. And Highshaw pulls down the rebound. We have overtime at Nellis Hall. The Raven defense able to survive the final possession. OT coming up next. We're back in 60 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Has already started investing into what was Stevens Vending by bringing in new walk-in coolers, walk-in freezers, new truck dock, and putting out 250 brand new vending machines. They're going to also invest another $1 million into this area with all brand new route trucks. True commitment to the community, and it's created in this location. It's created 3 new jobs. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
2024 overtime at Nellis Hall. Ravens and Tigers deadlocked at 67. And 5 minutes put back on the clock to determine who will take a win into the winter break. Both the Cowley and Red Raven men's teams, which of course are tied for first in the Jayhawk Conference, they are waiting over on the far side of the gym. But it will be a jump ball between Highshaw and Mallory Jackson. And the jump ball won by the Red Ravens. Carly Parker for the Red Ravens playing with 4 fouls. Alexia Murphy's fouled out for Cowley. And Jaden Smith playing with 4 fouls as well. Carly swings it left. Washington the ball fake. And that one taken. Karis Washington loses control. Carly Parker called for her 5th in transition, and that's her day. Carly Parker, the freshman point guard, fouls out with 17 seconds into overtime. Free throws coming for Destiny Yates as Camry Johnson checks in. That's just a play you can't make if you're Karis Washington.
Right, exactly. And I think she realizes that.
Free throws here for Yates. Yates on the season, a very solid 88% free throw shooter. First one is good. Both teams are in the bonus for the entirety of overtime. This one to put Cowley up by 2. Sophomore out of Manhattan. Missed it. Rebound Johnson. 1 out of 2 for the Tigers. They lead at 68-67. Johnson is bumped and out of bounds to travel against the Ravens. .438 to go. Cowley basketball leading by 1. Chris, that's a big development in the final 4:38 of this game. With no Carly Parker out there, do the Ravens have a point guard that can beat this press? Yates has the basketball. Cowley up 1. Jaden Smith guarded by Camry Johnson. Now Pyle. Back to Yates. 15 to shoot for Cowley. Welch stays guarding Elisa Martinez. Now Knight the attack. Hand off to Yates. 8 to shoot for Cowley. Martinez has it now. Nice move. Gets a step. Trying to go to dancing here on Welch, and she shuffled the feet and travels with 3 seconds on the shot clock. One too many moves there for Martinez. Jackson checks back in for Knight.
Got to love the defense by Highshaw, who caused that shuffling of the feet.
Inbound goes to Kitchen. Double team comes for Cowley. Pass to Washington. Karis. Gotta go. Karis Washington in trouble. And it's tipped again. And it's going to be a 10-second violation against the Ravens. If Coffeyville loses this game, Chris, that's going to be the first thing that everyone talks about, as they should. Just careless with the basketball for way too many stretches of this game. That pass underneath the basket, tipped and stolen by Karis. Here comes Washington the other way. Johnson winds up for 3, and it's strong. Rebound Washington, it's Highshaw, and she's fouled. Aubrey Highshaw with free throws coming for the Red Ravens. That's the 4th on Martinez. So now Martinez and Smith both with 4 for Cowley. Free throws here for Aubrey Highshaw. Highshaw on the season. First free throw is good. Aubrey comes into today a 69% free throw shooter. First one tied the game at 68. This one could give the Ravens a 1-point lead. And Highshaw sinks it. 69-68, Red Ravens lead. 3:42 to go in overtime. Can the Raven defense get a stop? Knight. Guarded by Washington. Handoff to Martinez, who's playing with 4 fouls. Attacking Washington. Might have gotten away with another travel. Knight for 3. Got it. 71-69, and Clark wanted a timeout. He didn't get granted it, and now a foul against Cowley, and Martinez's night is over. The Cowley star guard with a careless foul and fouls out. Unbelievable. Todd Clark was rushing to call a timeout. He wasn't granted it, and now his star guard is gone. And Washington goes to the free throw line. Mallory Jackson comes in. Martinez's day is done. Let's see Cam Etchison come in for Camry Johnson. 3:25 to go. Free throws here for Karis Washington. Cowley leads it by 2. First one for Karis is good. One more free throw here for Karis. This would tie the game. And got it. Big free throws for Karis Washington down the stretch of this one. 3:20 to play. We are deadlocked at 71. Key players for both teams have fouled out here in overtime. Pyle might have to run the point now for Cowley. She's guarded by Washington. Knight just hit a 3 on the last possession. Now hands off to Yates. 8 to shoot. Yates back to Knight. 5 to shoot for Cowley. Knight trying to find some space. Attacking, layup, no. Rebound, Washington and Knight battle for it, and Cowley wins it. Smith for 3, in and out. Rebound tapped around, out of bounds. Cowley basketball. Now our officials will have a word about it. Tony Turner is furious. And it'll be under review. We have that available at our disposal now, Chris, the instant replay.
Which is huge.
And this is a big call you got to get right.
Yeah, this is huge, definitely.
2:48 to go. As it stands, it's Cowley basketball in a tie game at 71. Just about everybody in Nellis Hall thinks it's going to the Red Ravens. And the initial hand motion there from the officials seemed to say that it's staying with Cowley. And they're not even going to come to look at it.
I don't know if it's reviewable or not, honestly. It's what I thought I heard. There you go.
Very interesting. So it is Cowley basketball, 2:48 to go. Tie game at 71. Martinez is fouled out for Cowley, as has the freshman Murphy. Carly Parker is fouled out for the Red Ravens. Stewart has it now for the Tigers. That pass to Pyle. Pyle guarded by Highshaw. 10 to shoot for Cowley. Yates has it top of the key. Zone look for the Red Ravens. Down low to Knight. Knight out to Smith. Decent look for 3. Left it well short. Out of bounds. Raven basketball.
Had a nice catch by a Coffeyville cheerleader.
Mallory Jackson back in for Cowley. Two and a half to go. Tie game at 71. Ravens will try to take the lead back here. Inbounds goes to Etchison. Cam Etchison finding Hallie Kitchen. Ravens are across half court. Press comes from Cowley. Kitchen fouled. 2:22 to go. Hallie Kitchen will go to the free throw line. First on Georgia Knight. Stewart checks in. Hallie Kitchen going to the free throw line. Kitchen has struggled at the free throw line for the Ravens this year so far. Shooting under 50% so far in her college career. Freshman out of Broken Arrow. First free throw. Good. That's a big one.
That's
Ravens
huge.
up 1.
That's huge.
And the second one's a lot easier when you see the first one go in. Second free throw here for the freshman guard, Hallie Kitchen. Sinks it. 73-71, Ravens by 2. 2:17 to go. Cowley basketball here at Nellis Hall. Overtime on this Saturday. Yates Walks it back to the right wing. Handoff to Knight. Knight to Stewart. 2 minutes to play. Ravens up 2. Stewart kicks. Smith. Extra pass to Hattie Pyle. 7 to shoot. Pyle lost the basketball. Karras takes it away. Here come the Ravens. Washington spinning. No. Got her own rebound. Kicks it to Kitchen. And now Welch for 3. You bet. Norika Welch with a huge 3. 27 for Welch. Ravens by 5. With 90 seconds to go. Stewart guarded by Highshaw. Trying to get into the lane. Turned it over. Back-to-back giveaways by Cowley. And the Ravens can really take control here late. Kitchen. A minute 15 to play. 76-71. That ball was kicked. Mallory Jackson checks back in for Cowley. What a big-time shot for Norika Welch.
Huge shot.
27 for Norika, a Red Raven high. I believe, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the most points by any Lady Raven scored this season.
You are absolutely right, it is.
Minute 10 to go. Kitchen has it. Ravens by 5. Kitchen tries to dance. Nice move by Hallie. Gets inside. Lays it in. What a move by the freshman. Ravens up 7 with a minute to go. Yates slows it down. Pyle winds up for 3. Well off. Rebound Washington. Cowley falling apart late. And Coffeyville may survive at home. Kitchen crosses half court. 40 seconds left. Kitchen, that pass deflected. Highshaw tried to keep it alive. It's an over and back. 37 seconds left. So Cowley not dead yet. Down 3 scores, but they will get the basketball back. And back in comes Rafa Bergonzo, who's been one of their best scorers on the day. Raven defense has made some big-time plays late. They need another stop here to really put this one away. 32 seconds left. Yates, handoff. Pyle steps into it. Missed it. Rebound. Fought for. Washington has it. It is fouled with 27 seconds to go. It has been a roller coaster of an afternoon for the Red Ravens. And they are a couple free throws away from maybe, just maybe, surviving at home. We have seen some of the best basketball and some of the worst basketball played by this team here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And at the end of the day, if you leave with a win, none of it matters. Washington at the free throw line. First one up. And good. 79-71. One more coming for Karras. And Chris, how clutch has Karras been at the line?
Huge. This is what, 7, 8 big-time free throws right here.
Second one. You bet.
Yeah. Huge.
9-point lead for the Red Ravens. When the Ravens needed timeout taken by Cowley, we'll stay here. When the Ravens needed Karras Washington most, Chris, she struggled in that first half. There was no hiding it. Turnovers, missed shots down low, fouls early in that one. But when the Ravens needed her most, Karras was Karras here today.
Absolutely. Huge free throws right there. Huge free throws by a lot of Lady Ravens. But my goodness, just to be able to come back and to have an overtime like they're having right now, it's crazy.
And look, these guys are getting a show, man.
They really are.
They were ready to come in here and start playing themselves, and they're watching a thriller.
Yeah, no doubt. One of the most exciting games of all of the whole season right here, in the last game before break.
And to think, we're following it up with 2 unbeaten teams tied for first.
Goodness gracious.
What a day at Nellis Hall.
This is a tale of 2 Nellises, if you will.
And the way that this Cowley team shoots threes, Chris, this game is not over.
No, it really isn't.
The Ravens need another stop.
Yeah, they do.
But up by 9 with 27 seconds left, you feel pretty good. And a Raven offense that really struggled on Wednesday night. Dug deep and scored 80 points here today. Big, deep 3 for Bergonzo. Left it short. Tapped around. Still loose. And Cowley keeps it alive. They send it again. That one is off. Cowley's gone cold late. And a foul down low with 17.3 to go. They're going to call that one on Ava Baker. So Hattie Pyle will go to the free throw line, trying to keep Cowley alive. Pyle's been very good at the free throw line tonight. First one is good. 80-72. One more free throw here for Pyle and the Cowley Tigers. Mallory Jackson gets ready to check back in, as does Stewart. Pyle goes 2 out of 2. Timeout taken by Tony Turner, 17.3 to go. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Anywhere with Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank. Community State Bank online mortgage tool is easy to use. You can be approved in minutes. And Solutions North Bank lenders are always ready to answer any questions that you may have. Visit ourlocalbank.com on your computer or mobile device and get started today. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ravens lead it 80-73, 17.3 to go in overtime. Shea Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. Chris, if these final 17 seconds go the way we hope they do, who we get for the US 98 player of the game? Are we getting Narika Welch? Are we getting Karis Washington? Are we getting Aubrey Highshaw? There's a debate today.
There is a huge debate, and you can't argue against any of them. All three have played absolutely amazing games for this Lady Raven team.
Red Raven basketball, just got to get it in bounds. Hit some free throws. They will get it to Washington. Karis has been dynamite at the free throw line so far today. This time she finds Etchison, who gives it back to Karis. Karis under pressure and is fouled with 8.5 to go.
If you're Cowley, that's who you didn't want to foul.
Well, if you're Cowley, that's not how you wanted to do it. If you're going to foul, don't burn 10 seconds of clock.
Exactly.
I think that's what Coach Clark is frustrated about. We have to foul. We're down 7. Do it 2 seconds, not 9.
Right, exactly. And don't foul Karis Washington, who has hit clutch free throws. Many clutch free throws here in this overtime.
So Karis back at the line for 2 shots. Sophomore out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Such a big game player for this team. First one in and out. Still a 3-possession lead for the Red Ravens with 8 seconds to go. It would take a Cowley miracle. But if you're the Ravens, you don't want to take any chances. Second one for Washington, in and out. But it's going to burn some clock, and a quick timeout taken by Todd Clark. 8 seconds to go. 80-73.
This would take a Reggie Miller proportional comeback.
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible.
With the Ravens, I was going to say, the Ravens are up 7 here in overtime, and I don't want to, bring in a negative, but the Ravens have struggled against the Cowley press today.
They really have.
So getting a takeaway after a quick shot is not out of the realm of possibility.
That is true.
The good news is you're up 3 scores.
Right.
So Cowley would really need, just don't foul, and Cowley would need score, takeaway, score, takeaway, score.
Right. And at this point, I think if you can, you're not even going to have 10 seconds to get it over the line.
Well, they will advance the ball after the timeout. So they will be inbounding it on the Red Raven side of the floor. But you're right. I mean, it's going to take at least a second, 1.5 seconds to put a shot up, and you've got to hope that shot goes in.
Right, exactly.
So the Ravens have control. But
right, but still.
No doubt. Knight will inbound it here. 7.9 to go. The inbound goes to Yates. Got to turn and chuck it. It's off. Rebound pulled down by Etchison. The pass to Washington. She's fouled with 1.4 to go. And the Red Ravens are going to survive a thriller at Nellis Hall in overtime. My goodness. This game had everything, Chris. It had highs, it had lows, it had an 18-point comeback, it had shots that we thought won the game late as Washington misses the first. But I'll tell you what, this 2.5 hours of basketball, you saw just about everything you could possibly see.
No doubt.
Second one here for Karis is good. 81-73. Cowley will inbound it. And good night. The Lady Ravens stand tall, dig their heels, and beat the Cowley Tigers 81-73 in overtime. Ravens are 10-2 going to the break, and they get a big-time win here at home. Let's step away for 3 minutes. Red Raven postgame show coming up next. Ravens, big-time W. We're back in 3 minutes.
session courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our Student Success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olé Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack, sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olé Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Don't burn gas and time going out of town to buy your next vehicle. Keep that money in your pocket and save at Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville. You won't beat the price on a 2013 Chevy Equinox 4-wheel drive, just $69.95. Or a 2012 Subaru Forester 4-wheel drive, only $89.50.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
Need work? Ashcraft Tire is looking for a commercial service truck driver. Ashcraft Tire and Auto Repair, 215 North 6th in Independence. KUSN, Deering.
It's time for the Red Raven postgame show on US 98. Voice of the Red Ravens, Shane Neal, will go over final game stats as well as immediate coach interviews with Tony Turner, Jay Herkelman, and their staff. We will also be joined by the US 98 Player of the Game for a postgame interview. The Red Ravens postgame show is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports.
We caught our breath yet, Chris?
No, not really, but here we go anyway, right?
Lady 173 in overtime over the Cowley Tigers. Complete an 18-point comeback. Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with you. Chris, it just felt like, there's definitely been games where the Lady Ravens played better this year.
Right.
But after that loss to Cloud on Wednesday and after that way that you started this game quickly down by 18 points, you had to find a way. And this team dug deep. It wasn't pretty, but they dug deep, and they found a way. That's big for a team that wants to go for a championship.
Absolutely, and to come away with 10 wins before the break, it's absolutely huge. But in the manner in which they came back, there's no hitting of the panic button. I mean, it's just chipping away at the lead and chipping away at the lead. You get the lead, and then you watch Cowley go on a 10-0 run again to go up by 9, and then you come back again. I am just this Coffeyville team, both teams really, but this Coffeyville team just amazes me with their ability to come back when it's needed.
Let's look at the final stats here in this one. Cowley Tigers shoot 36% from the field, 32% from three, 81% at the free throw line. Chris, this is where really it stands out for the Red Ravens. 51% from the field, 56% from three. The Ravens picked a great afternoon to have their best game from beyond the arc.
Right.
And 76% at the line. The Ravens got to the free throw line more, converted on their free throws, and knocked down 10 threes. That was big.
Huge, absolutely huge. We talked about Curse Washington and her ability to be able to hit clutch free throws, and you couldn't ask for for bigger spots for a big player to come up and make those free throws. Like a lot of Ravens made some really good free throws down the stretch. It'll be interesting to see who the player of the game is, honestly.
No doubt about it. Leading the way for the Lady Tigers today was 13 points for Jaden Smith, 12 for Hattie Pyle, as well as 10 for Destiny Yates. But the Tigers really did a nice job of kind of spreading their scoring around. Leading the way for the Ravens, 27 for Norika Welch, a career high for her in a Red Raven uniform. Also had 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Big day for Norika. 15 points, 14 rebounds for Karis Washington. And Chris, I don't know how much of that was done in the fourth quarter, but a whole heck of a lot of it was done in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt. Huge shots for her.
Also, great day for Aubrey Highshaw. Finished the day with 14 points, 7 rebounds. Ravens did commit 25 turnovers, but obviously at the end of the day when you win the game, feels a lot better about correcting that than if you lost the game. So.
Yeah, and a lot of those turnovers came in just a couple of stretches, at the end of the third quarter, the beginning of the second quarter, when they were just having trouble going up against Cowley's press. I know a lot of those turnovers were committed then, but the rest of the game, when they were able to break that press, good things were happening on their offense.
Well, we'll hear from Coach and the player of the game here coming up in just a moment, but Chris, unfortunately, you can't stay for Game 2 of the doubleheader. I mean, not unfortunately. You get to participate in the radio drama tonight, which will be a lot of fun.
No, it's unfortunately. I would love to. And as much as I love the radio drama, this game too, these guys, it's going to be incredible.
Cowley Coffeyville, this one's going to be just absolute 40 minutes of a slugfest. I don't know how this game is going to top Game 1. But if any matchup was going to top that game, it's going to be this one.
It's absolutely going to be a huge matchup. 2 heavyweights going at it, and they'll trade body blow after body blow. It'll just find out. It'll be interesting to see who gets the knockout punch.
No doubt it will. Red Ravens come into this one with a 10-2 record. They've won 10 of their last 11 games, and they sit tied atop the conference with a 6-0 record. Cowley is 12-1. They have won 9 games in a row. They come into this one 7-0 in league play. Something's got to give. Chris, it's probably the 2 teams playing the best basketball in the conference right now. Ravens get the home court advantage. Cowley has the number 9 next to their name, the 9th best team in the country. But like we've talked about all week long, this is just 2 of the best teams in the nation.
It is. This is going to be an amazing game. I can't wait to watch it on the RRSN and listen on US 98. And I'm going to be tuning in to that game here after I have to take off.
Absolutely. Let's step away for 3 minutes. When we come back, we'll continue getting you ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Ravens win Game 1, 81-73 in overtime. We're back in 3 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place At-Home Care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place At-Home Care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We cover all the way to Pittsburgh, Kansas, Iola, Kansas, Fredonia, Kansas, and Caney, Kansas, and all of the towns in between. We also serve micro markets, vending, or coffee service. We offer office coffee, hydration programs. A lot of businesses will just buy pallets of water from us. We sell pallets of water and we deliver them. We also have Powerade, Gatorade, electrolyte powders, and electrolyte freezer pops. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Looking for a bank that understands your individual needs? We have the solution. At Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank, we offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
This holiday season, unwrap the gift of education with Coffeyville Community College. Enrollment for spring 2025 opens November 18th with classes beginning January 8th, or get a head start on our fall intercession courses beginning December 16th. Whether you're catching up, getting ahead, or discovering something new, CCC has a course for you. Connect with our student success team at studentsuccess@coffeyville.edu.
Red Raven postgame show here on US 98 and RRSN. Shay Neal, Chris Freund taking off, and we'll have game 2 coming up just in a moment. But talking now to Sierra McBride and the US 98 player of the game, Narika Welch. And we'll start with you, Coach. But some stretches, obviously, I don't think this was the best this team has played all year. But some stretches with some giveaways. But talk about this team's resilience to be down 18 early in the second quarter, battle back, find a way to win against a very good Cowley team.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the locker room before the game, is just to handle their runs. I feel like our 2 losses that we've had so far, we haven't handled the runs very well, and that's how Cowley plays, and they're up in your shorts, and they're going to have runs, and I thought we did an okay job of handling them tonight.
A big part of that, obviously, 27 for Narika, the most a Red Raven scored in a game this year. Narika, you had, after a great start to the season, you'd struggled a little bit with your jump shot the last couple weeks, but it was clicking for you today. What was going through your head as, those first couple shots went down? Did you feel like it was going to be a good day for you?
Oh, today is so nervous before the game, but my teammate said, you got it, and something like that, so
Absolutely.
I made it.
Absolutely.
Finally, I made it.
Absolutely, and your team needed all 27 of those points, that's for sure. Coach, obviously, Cowley has a lot of depth with their offense, but Elisa Martinez, their top player, you held her to a frustrating day. What was the key to trying to slow her down?
We kind of run the same offense that they run, and so we worked on that a lot, jumping that last screen, and I thought our defense flied around like we had the beginning of this semester, and they just worked a lot harder than we have the past few games.
Last thing I have for you, Narika, this team 10-2 going into the break and right in the thick of a conference championship. I know a big reason why you transferred here was to play for a conference title with Coach Turner and this coaching staff, but what's the feeling among you and the teammates about being 10-2 going into the holiday break?
Yeah.
Feel good?
Yeah, we have to win. We have to win this conference.
Absolutely. Well, and getting off to a 10-2 start, you're right in the thick of it. There's going to be some big games coming up in January, but definitely easier to enjoy the holidays off of a big win like this.
Yes.
Appreciate it, Coach. Appreciate it, Narika, for taking some time with us, and enjoy the holidays. We look forward to seeing you back in the new year.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick 2-minute timeout for the national anthem. Lineups tip-off coming up next here on US 98 and RRSN.